here. I'm here. I'm trying to get Instagram to go on. We're here. Happy Wednesday. Happy Valley Day. Or Pop Culture Valley Day. I'm Reality with Krista Marie. And fuck you, Instagram. You're not working. Why are you not fucking working? What the fuck is happening right now? What is happening? Hold on. Maybe I fucked it up. I did. It was me. I fucked it up. Sorry, Instagram. I know you guys hear and see me, but I put Instagram on. Sorry. I know I fucked that up. I'm like yelling at it. It didn't even. I'm the asshole. Is that the right thing? Oh, yeah. Go me. Now it should go on. Okay, go live. Yay. Yeah. Instagram. There we go. We're here. We're here. We're here. Hey. Hi, Kath. I saw you. And Mamir is probably going to be here soon. Also, invited a friend. He's my new favorite person. And he goes by Auntie Deb. But his name's Jimmy. He's a comedian. He's part of the Karen Real, like free Karen retrial stuff. He is freaking hysterical. Like he in the morning makes me laugh. And like when I'm miserable, you guys know how I can get. He's the only person that has been able to pull me out of this. He's like our kind of funny. Like he is roast kind of funny. Like he will roast you. Like I need him to roast me so badly. Like I would be so honored. I would even pay him to roast me. Like he would just make my life if he would do that. But I invited him to come on. He said he doesn't really watch a lot of Housewives now, but he does talk pop culture. He hates Andy Cohen. Which would be awesome. Like, and if he just made fun of me the whole time, so I didn't have to do it to myself, it'd be great. No, you know how I am. I always like make fun of myself, but like if he did it, I would be so honored. He's fucking hysterical. Anyway, I sent him the link. Hey, happy Wednesday. Here's a link. If you watched it, I don't know if you watched it. The last 2 episodes, interesting. Jax has to be canceled. I don't know what else to say. Like our conversation, at this point, I didn't know the information I had. You know, I didn't know about the we found out last night. His name's Jimmy. I'm gonna put his information. He goes by Auntie Deb. I'm gonna play some parodies for you. Really, unless you're watching the Karen retrial, his parodies are about the Karen retrial. He probably has other ones, but like I've never just met somebody that just is that fucking funny, and it's like stupid fucking funny, and he fucks with people in the chat, and he only does it when he loves you. But like that's the kind of dude he is, and he just fucking makes my life every morning. Like I would. Hi,
beautiful. I like those pink bubblegum lips.
Thank you.
Oh my God. So yes, you freaking made me watch. I was calling you all morning on George's phone. Tell him that was me. And I was leaving messages on George's phone about why can't people be mad at Danny?
I know.
So just let her know it's okay. I'm not cray, but I am.
Good, I'm glad you watched.
Yeah, me too. It was good.
I know. And I'm like, I'm like with Jax, I'm like, if it just couldn't get any worse, like take going there and like he literally taking down the cameras and like just as abusive as he was, like
yeah.
I mean, I guess we knew that already, but like the conversation just didn't. I'm
gonna put this to my channel too, okay?
Yeah. I just feel like he'll never learn. But we start out with, but also Jason and Janet. I'm actually team Jason and Janet on this one because I feel like, again, so we had where Jasmine got mad at Danny because Danny decided, or whoever it was, I'm sorry, Danny got mad at Jasmine because Jasmine decided that the first time he apologized wasn't good enough, right? So then here we have these two, and it's like she already apologized to Janet and Jason, or Janet and Jason, I'm sorry, how was it? I'm sorry. She apologized to Janet and Jason, right? But then Janet and Jason were mad about it again, and she's like, why are you bringing it up again? Like, why are you bringing it up again? We already talked about this. Well, you did the same thing. You decided to move the goalpost when it happens with Danny. So here they are, just the goalposts.
They all do it.
They all do, exactly, because they have to,
Mhm.
because they have nothing else to talk about or fight about, so they have to keep it fight, like, keep
Right.
it going. But you know who's doing that? The eighth housewife.
Right. The eighth housewife will always keep a good
Yeah,
pot stirred.
right. But like, we only like that at a certain time. Like, it's annoying to me now because I know now. I know
Yeah,
now.
because it's like,
Like, he knows
what's that
too much.
thing? It's like it's just a continuation. It's like this loop. It's on a loop. And the
Yes,
loop that they're in will never end unless they end the loop. Because they've all already said it at least twice now, because they're in a loop. So we
right.
need them to get out of the loop so that we can move on to a different drama. Because I
Yeah,
feel like as much as I'm not totally team Michelle,
yeah,
I'm not totally team Michelle, because I'm like, look, if you're sucking other peens that aren't your husband's, no matter how lonely you are, if you're still married, you need to wait to gobble peens until you're not married if they're not your husband's. So you can't
mm,
really be mad at him for how he's reacting as a man. And we know they take it way worse when they
yeah,
find out their woman's gobbling other peens. And for him to have absorbed it and her demand that he get over it in a way that's palpable to her, who did the wrong in the relationship, is high key entitlement. So I get where Jesse's coming from. I mean, I know he's like classic frat dude and he might
yeah.
not even like me in real
I'm
life,
trying to have sex.
but
Like, I'm trying
I'm
to.
just seeing it from like a male perspective of what we know and their ability to get over when they've been cheated on. They don't get over it, you know?
Especially since she left
So,
him too. Like, she left
right,
him. So on top of now, oh my god, I couldn't believe she would ever leave me. Now I can't. I never thought she'd ever cheat on me either, and she did. Like,
right.
maybe I
So,
should.
so she left. Okay, so you know I'm a noob. I didn't start watching till this season because you made me.
Yeah,
And so are
yeah.
you saying that she left him before and then it came out that she cheated on him also?
I think he suspected it. I think Kristen kind of like blew that into like the whatever, but he didn't realize it until after she left that it was true, and she admitted to it. Like, I think at the end of last season, but she only kissed a guy. But now he swears that it's Aaron and that she was sleeping with him the whole time and for like a whole year. Also, when they were filming season one, they were separated. They just pretended to be married for the show. So
Oh, and they were separated because she left his ass.
she left him. Yeah, she's like, I'm leaving you. I can't do this anymore. And then he tried to get. Remember, he went to that. Well, I probably didn't watch. He went to a resort where he tried to like be a different person. Like, he wanted to change his personality and like just be better. He went to
Hmm.
one of those camps. He went to a Louis camp where you're on the beach
Oh, one
screaming,
of
"I'm an
those scream at the
animal."
wind camp.
Yeah, yes, yes, yeah, one of them. And he was like, "I love you," all that kind of stuff. He made a video and everything. I'm a different person. Trying
Well,
to stop, but it.
that was him probably recognizing that,
Yeah.
hey, if she left, if she was for a reason, let me try to get my P's and Q's
Mhm.
together, because maybe he had been living that frat life. So I feel like that could have been a
Yeah.
moment of self-awareness if he
Yes.
wasn't gonna, like, you know,
Yeah.
and I actually also feel like Jesse I've only been seeing him act hurt. I haven't seen him do a lot of lashing unless he's directly
Yeah.
with Michelle. He's not like going around to everybody talking crap about Michelle the way Jax gets in
Well,
front of people and is like, is
yeah.
he? He
Yeah. Well,
does.
the group chat didn't help when he called her a prostitute, but the guys chat.
Why does
That's
he think she got paid for it?
I don't know. Had Kristen
He
said it
keeps
or
saying,
wait?
because I heard him say escort, hooker, and prostitute. So that's
Yeah,
really interesting instead of just
1,500 a
hoorets. Like,
night. Yeah. Somebody, I forget he said it was a joke, but like, I don't know. It went into the guys chat, and then Zach, or not Zach, what's his name? The Plath brother.
Jason.
Kristen's boyfriend, Zach. What's
Oh,
his name?
oh,
I would say
Obadiah.
Luke. He's got a hot
We
name,
call
but he's
we
not
call we
hot.
call him Obadiah.
Obadiah, yes, Obadiah Plath. Obadiah Plath. He is. He's Obadiah. Poor Luke. He's got a high
Oh
guy
my God.
name.
Huh?
Obadiah.
Yeah, he
He's
totally
got a
looks
high
like an
guy
Obadiah.
name. He
What's
looks like
good,
Obadiah.
Palaver? Thanks for coming through. Oh my gosh.
Something through. But like, he's
That
so,
is
and he is
amazing.
worse. It gets worse. He doesn't get hotter. It gets like more plathy. Like,
He
it's
is. He's becoming more head of the whatever they have in the Amish country. I'm not sure if
yeah,
that's a church.
that
He's in charge of the barn. He's in Georgia.
Thank you, Taylor. He is. But at least she's happy. I mean,
Right.
it is. Oh my god, it made me cry too. I was like,
Yeah, that
oh,
was,
I did not
oh
know
my
she was.
gosh. So that was
Mm,
so heavy. Hi, honey.
I know. I told Twitter how Ray loved her the other day. I was like, you have to get, I told her because she's off on Mondays and Fridays. Well, the days that we go on Mondays and Fridays. So, but
Mhm.
everybody loved us. Loved all three of us. They kept saying, I love this for you guys too.
No way,
Mm,
really? Where do they say that?
yeah.
I want to go read that somebody loves
I'll
me.
send it to you. I'll send it to you.
Okay.
I can't remember who it was. I'll send it to you. Two people sent me a message, and I was like, "Oh, that's." I was like, "I'll tell
That's so
them."
sweet.
I know. I was like, "Oh." I was like, "Good." I was like, "Because me and Larja can
Aw.
be loud, and like we pretend like we forget who's there. We forget anybody else is listening. We kind of get in our group, and we're like, oh shit, people are listening. We gotta like, because we can talk over each other and understand each other, but you guys
Yeah.
probably can't
Yeah.
at the time. So and then I think like Listen Honey was like our
She was
like
our
our
Cynthia. She was our
yes
voice of
yes
reason.
yes
She
yes
added like a calmness where we
yes
needed to wait to talk to each other.
yeah that um yeah so yeah.
Ah,
So I don't know, like
ah.
Jax is and now this is when Jax like he was selling Britney's fucking bags on eBay. Like I'm so
That's what
like
she
dude
said.
is such a scumbag. I hate him right now. Like I went back to hating him again. Not even feeling bad anymore. Like it
Yeah.
just gets like I can't believe he would do that. Anyway, like and then Sheena with her fucking oh god, she's like desperado. Like what are you doing? And
Her
like you're having
and
a
Lala.
oh
Her
god,
and
love
Lala. Every time they come on the screen, I hear,
so engaged and love them so much and they're so and like so there for you like Michelle and Nia just stop like they're so desperate
and
and
Tumbleweed goes through the streets because they're there
right
for some action.
yep and Sheena's like gold is gold like I don't know man she's the Kevin Bacon they said I said yeah she is and she makes herself the Kevin Bacon because she will be friends with everybody she keeps tabs on people like she's fucking retarded I just can't take her she needs to go she ruined
I didn't
her.
get the Kevin Bacon reference.
Okay, so you always say 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon. Like for some reason, everybody in Hollywood, you get 6 degrees and always end up back at Kevin Bacon allegedly. So
Oh,
when
I
you say
didn't know that. I'm
yeah,
gonna
so we
Google
have a
that.
friend that like knows everybody, like Sheena.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so that would be she's the Kevin Bacon.
Amazing.
Yeah.
6 degrees of Kevin
So
Bacon.
let's see. Rule one. No, the boys chat. We never talked about the boys chat. Okay, that's the dumbest thing ever. So scroll talked. I don't even know what that means. So I mean, I guess
Oh my
there is.
gosh.
There's a such thing as that, right? Like I can imagine that.
Okay. Okay. I'm going to let you hear something. It's copyright
Mm.
disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Fair use is made for commenting, reporting, and what's and nots. Hey, Dina. So, you guys know who Dave Chappelle, the
Mhm,
comedian, is, right?
mhm. Yeah.
So I am a Dave Chappelle head. Like we used to get the DVDs
Mhm.
and watch it all weekend. Okay.
Mhm.
We would wait, we would pre-order DVDs, you guys, to put in a VCR or to put
Uh-huh.
in the DVD player. Oh, and then Bluetooth came out. You don't
Remember
know what I'm talking about. But
remember you used to have
anyway,
to
so
go
Dave
to the
Chappelle is
Blockbuster and wait in line?
old school icon, right? Like you could get him on a DVD. So
Mhm.
he had this skit back in the day about how he wanted Botox balls. And he wanted his
Oh.
balls to just be Botox because he was tired of them. The older he got, the more wrinkly they got. And he just, what if they have Botox for balls? He said, I would just walk around with them out. And so it was this whole skit that he did. So when I saw it last night, I was like, oh my God, do they know anything about Dave Chappelle? I don't know. But
They
here's
probably
what Dave
do.
Chappelle said about it. I
They
found the
probably
clip.
do.
And here, this is what Dave Chappelle said. Is it gonna play?
Zach said he wanted to know what it had to, like to have old balls.
Jessica Michael Jackson, if you're watching us, I appreciate that, Jessica. And I want you to know, everybody, Dave Chappelle understands. Because you want to know something? Getting some work done. Surprise, yes. Listen, Major, you would never know if I didn't tell you, but it's some I'm insecure about that I want to work on. If you must know, I'm getting Botox done on my balls to get these wrinkles out. Finally, and these just smooth as eggs. No, I can't wait. I cannot wait. And I'm not stopping there. That's just phase one, baby. Be like Bob Vila, these old balls. I'm fixing them up. I'm plucking all the hair out. I gotta make room. I know this. I gotta make room. I'm gonna tattoo a gangster ass face on them. Mean expressions like this. Then I'll grow the hair back on the bottom so they got beards like me.
That was Dave Chappelle and what he thought about it. Oh my God, you can't hear that?
No, I heard it. We heard it.
Because then the guys,
and that was back in what?
Botox. Here's what they said on the show.
Yeah, with the same. I think, dude, I think that they're retarded. I think that whole conversation was so stupid. But and also, how about Jax also fucking going to the receptionist at the rehab place and telling her to tell everybody he went to the hospital for high blood pressure? Oh, we can't hear that.
Yes. Apparently it like feels like really good during sex and you just look through
we couldn't hear it.
I thought that was hilarious. Well, in the after show, did you see Jax's explanation for his side of the line?
No.
On what really happened? Yeah, he's a freaking liar. I believe Brittany in that case. Like, why would the therapist tell her that? Unless Brittany is Brittany a bald-faced liar?
No, what does she have to lie for? Like, think about it. Like, why does she have to lie? He's a fucking liar. But why? Is it on the after show that he explains this? Because I want to see.
Yeah, he explains on the after show some BS about how they check you. His blood pressure was high. They told him to go rest. By the time they had the ride for the hospital, he said he didn't want to go. And so they made him sign something, but they decided that he should go. And then ultimately he decided that he shouldn't go. But no, there's no way to do that. They have to do tests. There's machines. Like
yeah. If it's high at his place, they will make you go, but he's at a place that they take care of you if you have high blood pressure. Like, he's not going to go to hospital out of rehab. Rehab will take care of his high blood pressure because they take care of you when you're in detox. So I'm sure they can handle your high blood pressure. He's a fucking liar. Take a pill. I have high blood pressure too, and I take a pill. You know, like he's faking a heart attack. Let's stay here. Let's see, because I think the after show is just as good. We're even better. I didn't have time to watch it.
Yeah, I just finished watching it and the episode for this week, so I was fresh and ready. Fresh and ready. Huh?
What am I doing? I hit the wrong. I said nice and ready. I didn't know if you were going to watch. I didn't know. I'm like, wait, do you want to come up?
Yeah, totally. I was like, oh, I saw your thing for it, and I was like, oh, let me get ready. Let me watch this while I have my morning coffee, which I ended up drinking so fast during the episode. I didn't even I'm like,
you get to enjoy it.
I didn't even really enjoy it. You know what I mean? I didn't enjoy my coffee because I was so into the episode. But I'm trying not to have 4 cups a day. I used to be able to drink a pitcher of coffee a day. I really don't want to see
I drink them lattes all day long, and I can get them in the middle of the night and crave one, and I'll drink it. They don't keep me awake.
Like, I drink coffee. People usually drink coffee to stay up. I could drink coffee and then still go to bed at night. Like, I could if I needed to.
The hot liquid makes me tired. Like, the hot liquid makes me
boxer. You can be on the offensive, but I'm 10 steps ahead of you. Well, I've moved my ship. Oh, no, I went to Battleship. Okay, mixing too many metaphors, whatever. Coming up on the Valley After Show.
How much winning do you have to do?
Bro, all you do is try and win on
Why are you here? Why, sir, are you fucking here? You and your thirsty-ass wife.
Everybody from VPR, even especially Tom Schwartz. Right. I'm like, dude, why are you here?
Like, really?
He can't keep a woman.
Fake that he was watching us and then uncovered all the cameras again. Fake that he was listening to us. I can hear everything. Childish behavior. And fake a heart attack.
He's going to the hospital.
What do you mean?
His blood pressure is super high.
He manipulated the person at the front desk to lie. The therapist told us the next day that he did not go to the hospital.
He faked a heart attack in rehab. He walked in and Jax the heart attack was just like, oh,
That's what.
no way.
That's what Brittany was told.
Either Brittany or Jax's sister called the front desk to confirm, and the girl was like, he's on his way to urgent care or something, I'm not sure. And then it was discovered later that Jax had like never left the facility. He had no heart attack-like symptoms. He was just trying to garner sympathy from Brittany because she wasn't responding. That's wild.
I did talk to Jax about that. Like, dude, what the hell? He's like, that never happened.
Is Janet on Ozempic? She looks really thin. Like, I'm like, was that her pre-baby body? Was she always that thin? Or is her angles?
She's that thin, but she's getting some work done. She had work done,
okay.
definitely.
Because she was on something else recently. And I was like, oh.
That's like
she was on that Page 6 couch. Did you see her and Jason's interview on the Page 6 thing? She looked so thin and angular on there. I was like, Dorito?
Yeah, she looks like she got a nose job. Or her lips done or something, because she didn't look this done up. Like, she wasn't this exotic kind of look. You can tell something got some stuff done.
I think Jax was just like having FOMO in rehab. And Brittany wasn't responding to him for a while, so he wanted to get to her and make her worry.
Did you like fake a heart attack?
I don't know how I could convince somebody out of rehab. I mean, I'm good.
Stop it, liar face. And he's gotten smaller since then. He's not this big when
he's shrinking, yeah.
Yeah, he looks way bigger here.
Maybe he used to take his coke with roids. Maybe he used to take his coke
way bigger there, like way
was
bigger.
He on roids too? Did he take steroids too? Maybe I don't know. He was pretty big and veiny.
Yeah, I mean, now like looking at him, I can tell he's not working out, but he still looks like muscly. He just has that look. He is a fucking good looking man. Like I was looking at his face and I was like, he's better. It's Richie. He's better looking in person.
You fake a heart attack. They have to put the devices on you and all that. They're like, you should go to the hospital. It's up to you though. And I said, well, I don't really want to go. I go, is this normal? She's like, no, if you're, stressed right now. She's like, which I think you are stressed, which I was. I mean, I'm like, there's filming going on and I'm stuck here.
That's what his fucking problem was.
He
found out that Sheena and Lala had filmed that day, and he admitted it that was his fucking problem.
Out of my head, so my stress was out of control pretty much the whole time there. She's like, okay. I'm like, why don't you go rest for a minute? We'll get things ready and we'll go to the hospital. I said, okay. So I went to my room and I closed my eyes and ended up falling asleep. And I think they woke me up and like, do you want to go still? I'm like, no, I'm fine. And they said, okay, can you sign here? So I had to sign saying I'm not going to go. But no, I can't manipulate a facility.
Why'd you tell him to lie though?
It's kind of crazy for me.
I don't know. You're Jax Taylor.
I mean, I've been known to manipulate some people. That's for sure.
You made her cry. Made her feel like she had to lie.
But I don't understand. I don't know how I can manipulate nurses.
You fucking did. Look at
that look on his face. That's how you did it, bro. That's how you did it.
Literally, the girl said I was crying. The girl was crying because he made her feel like she had to do it. He's a fucking like, if he wants to, like, I guess a terrorist is what he is.
Nurses.
He's instead of the number one guy in the group. He's the number one douchebag in the group, huh, Kathy?
He really is. Number one liar. Like, he just lies at every point. He lies at every step. Like, let's see the rest of this one little part, and then we'll go back to it.
I mean, to believe that like a person would do that. I've never gotten to the bottom of that story. I've never even wanted to think about it because it's too weird. So I just sort of like, I'm just gonna not think about this.
Are you still involved in Jax's bar?
Okay, so now remember when they had that thing where like it looked like they took Jax's sign down and then put up Brittany's?
Yeah.
I guess that's what they were talking about. But like, so first of all,
why is Lala here?
I know exactly why is Lala here. Why is it that literally like she files for divorce? Like, I'm so proud of her for filing for divorce, first of all. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, I'm proud of her doing it. I think that she did think that he would try to get her back. His trying to get her back was his terrorizing her. His way of showing her he still loved her was obsessing over and like calling every day.
Yes.
Like, he doesn't want. This is the thing. Jax doesn't want Brittany back. He wants the appearance of his marriage, the appearance of being a husband and a father, and a normal guy. That's what he misses. That's what the fuck he's mad about. He's mad that she ruined his fucking look, and that's who he is. If he loved her, he wouldn't be able to treat her like that. Like, if you loved, like, you know what I mean? If he really loved her, he would not be. He would do everything.
He loves her. He loves her the way he loves his mother.
And he doesn't.
He loves her the way he loves his mother, and he don't love his mother.
And that's what I said. He literally knew who we were by me saying it, because apparently nobody's ever said that to him but me. Really? Nobody's ever pointed out to you how fucked up it is that you don't talk to your mom? I can't be the only one. Like, I find that real fucking hard to believe. That's why I said, am I fucking nuts? Because I cannot be the only person that's ever brought that up. Like, I mean, honestly, maybe a lot of people don't clock it when he said that on Talk to My Mom, but like, I know the story. I remember the story. I've been every fucking year since every year that he don't talk to her, I clock it. I'm like up, and I'm pointing it out every time he's on. I'm like, it's been 4 years, it's been 3 years. It's like, and now he's married, now he's got a kid. It's like, what are you doing? And exactly, he loves her like he loves his mother, and that's why when I say like, she didn't stand a chance. If you could do that to your mother, Brittany didn't stand a chance at all. Like how do
that
you even,
part? And that's the real PSA for their relationship.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
the real PSA for their
Yep.
relationship. Ladies, the men will treat you how they
And what does
the
Brittany think is
capacity
gonna happen,
they have
right?
to treat their mother like that. They'll
Right.
have no issue treating you like even worse. But
And walking
using
away
you
from you.
for your sexual soul ties, they'll be doing all that. They'll be
Right.
using you. Because remember, Britt was cute, fun loving, full of
Yeah.
life, and now she's all worried and stressed, and
that
you know what
fucking
I'm
bitch is
saying?
standing behind her and trying to make her not say what she wants to say. And now she's telling I was abused and it wasn't that. She told that lawyer it wasn't the first time. He's put his hands on me.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he'll sit there and say, oh, I only threw something. And it's all over this guy. It's all over Julian. Like, what? You were 6 months separated when she started hooking up with Julian. You were, and you wouldn't leave your house. You didn't care about your kid. Like, you have done everything fucking wrong, dude.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why, like, me and Richie fucking calling him out was like pointless because everybody else is telling him what he wants to hear, except for us. You know, and we're surrounded by a bunch of fucking Jax lovers. And she actually felt
not enough to keep his tour going. Not enough to keep his tour going.
I know, it was horrible. There wasn't that many people there. 30 people.
Yeah.
You can count the seats when you order the seats. You can count how many you got. You know what I mean? We were able to move up to the front of the row. Like, he didn't do the fucking meet and greet. I told him it was horrible. He was an hour late. He was all over the place. The show sucked. You know, it was all Jackson. I go, talk to people about their relationship. Nobody fucking cares. Who wants advice from you? Nobody wants advice from you, fucker. And then the whole time he trauma dumped the whole time on us. The rest of the time, he's like, oh, poor me. It's all everybody else's fault. I'm like, I whispered to him. I said to her, he's fucked up. First of all, he's fucked up. Second of all, he's fucking. He's telling us he's literally, he doesn't make any sense. It's not Brittany's fault. What are you in a rage texting her? I'm like, put your fucking phone down. Like, literally in front of all these people watching the show on all these big screens. Brady's like, I hope he goes to jail. And he's like, and we're like, no.
Oh, no, yeah.
No.
That was super creepy when he was telling them about their conversation while they were in the house. Like, how did he even do that, you guys?
Because he had cameras, man. He probably made sure those cameras were hooked back up. I don't know how he would do it. First of all, how do you have your phone at rehab? Like, who's giving you your phone at rehab?
Oh, it's not. They used to not have phones to take.
After that, he went to the house. He must have went there. It's crazy. He doesn't belong on the show. How do you get to abuse somebody on the show and stay on the show? Because it's your wife. Does it make a difference because it's your wife? How's that a difference? Wow. You're abusing another cast member, physically and emotionally and everything. Like, you should not be on the show. Sorry to say, and she should get a restraining order. You're lucky. The only reason she does it is because she doesn't want him to lose his job. He's so fucking manipulative. He even has me feel. He had me feel bad. I feel bad for him because he can't get out of his own way. You have to feel bad for somebody that literally doesn't know anybody. Like, he just doesn't listen to himself. He doesn't listen. He's in love with this person that he wants to be. But like, Jackson fights with who he is and who he wants to be and who he really is. Like, who he really is when he goes home and like, he knows everything he says to everybody out here is a bunch of lies. He knows he's not. I know he's not. I know for a fact he's not clean. We know he's not clean. And he doesn't give a fuck. Like, he clearly lied to the entire audience and he lies to all of us. And he lies to Brittany and all that. And it's like, but everybody really knows the truth and so does he. So, like I said, fight is with who he is and who he wants to be, and he'll never be who he wants to be because he doesn't listen to himself. Like he doesn't listen to what he say. Like if he really meant everything that came out of his mouth, that'd be great. You know, like if he really meant everything he says, that'd be wonderful. But it's not true.
Yeah.
You know, you really don't want to get clean. You really aren't clean. You really don't want to be this person. Like if you really care and love Brittany and you really thought she deserved better, you wouldn't still be rage texting her. Like how is it? It's not math, not math. And stop telling everybody what they want to hear. Like, and I said to him, fuck all of us. Fuck all of us. Who cares? Fuck, stop lying us. Fuck, and then who cares? But you don't owe us anything. No, that's out of the equation. What the fuck do you want to do? Like, how do you feel? Like, you don't have to lie to anybody at this point. If you didn't have to lie to anybody, what's the truth? Like, what is Jax? Who is Jax? Like, what is going on with Jax? Like, what? Like, because I must have a problem with like really trying to be who you want to be, but have to lie about who you are. Like, because you're telling everybody you're clean, you're doing all the good things, and you're blah blah blah, but you know that you're not. So when do you have time to tell that in your head? You don't. So you just believe your lie. You just think everything's great because that's what you tell everybody. You don't have time to reconcile the truth because you're too busy lying to everybody. And from morning to sundown to sun up, he's lying about who he is. Because we know he's not clean. He's telling everybody that he is. His partners, Brittany, whoever he sees during the day, Lori, like his publicist. I know she doesn't know because it's probably the only reason he could do like no security, no fucking paparazzi, free to his own devices. Like if she was there, who knows if he was able to do that? I don't know, but he can't be on his own. Let's look what happens. He ends up doing a bunch of drugs and a bunch of random chicks. Like fuck all you want. I mean, honestly, fuck anybody you want, but like just fucking like, how do you get? I guess whatever, man. You got to go home and try to sleep at night, and you know who you really are. And you know, like again, who cares really? I told her, like I said, I don't yell at people for doing drugs. I yell at people for their actions on the drugs. If you can just you can't be a liar, a cheater, a scumbag, why can't you just control it? Control your drug use. If that's what the problem here is, control it. Don't be rage texting. Don't do things that seem to make you cuckoo for the who. You know, like if you've been doing drugs for 24 years and you were able to have the life, like why can't you still do that? What's the problem? Like you can't just pull together and have like by all appearances you're fine and do the drugs undercover. Like I don't get it.
Right.
You're really not able
but
to
the
do
mere
that.
The mere fact we can tell that you're on him this bad is kind of an indication that it's a problem because we used to not be able to tell. You were covering it up and your only tell was holding the glass the specific way that Tom Schwartz said. And and so, but now you're living as a tell. Right. But now his whole appearance is a tell. But he lying to our face.
An hour late with no merch. And no people paid $125 for that show. And he walked right out there and hung out with whoever he wanted. Nobody, no saying hi to people. No, I'm sorry about that. Walks off stage, never comes back out. And tells everybody, he had this other lady tell everybody that he was leaving. And, you know, and like, that was it. It was like, you get fuck everybody else. Kind of, you know? And I can see why, like, if you can't even keep your fucking tour together and make people happy, who's going to keep wanting to watch you? Seriously. Like, I don't know how many of these people really, like, they all were nobody, really. And, you know, it's like, how much longer is he going to have any influence on people? I mean, everybody thinks he's a piece of shit now because he can't keep it together. Like, he just keeps getting caught in his own lies. But then we also have Dark Side Danny. We should move on because I'll just keep talking about him. But, you know, I don't.
I'm ready for Danny. Let's get on Danny because why he's so. Him and Nia, I got into it with Real Andy of Beverly Hills. You know, I love him. Shout out because he was like, "Oh, why is everybody coming for Danny and Nia? Like they're the stars." And I was like, "Look, dude, I just started watching, but based off of what I saw, like they are entitled to feel the way that they're feeling, and." Usually, even on his show, he said that people can't tell another person when to get over something. So why now does everybody have to get over Hamzy Danny, Dark Side Danny? You know what I mean, kind of?
Well,
so we had a little back and forth.
That's my point, though. That was my point. Mm-hmm. They got mad at Danny, got mad at Jasmine because she moved the goalpost and, you know, decided that the apology wasn't good enough. So then now, why is it now okay for Jasmine to move? What is it? Oh, I'm sorry. Now I got it backwards. Now we have Now I got say down too high for them. Yeah, what was I saying? You know what I was about to say.
Okay, we were talking about Danny, Darkside Danny,
Jason
and
Jason
everybody
and
has to get over it for him.
Right. But we can have it. But Jason and Janet were okay at one point. They were okay with however Jason taking off his ring thing came up, but then they weren't okay with it. And Jasmine was like, wait. We were okay last week, but how come we're not okay now? But okay, Jasmine, but you moved the goalpost for Danny.
Right.
So just saying. But also, did Danny also get, so what happened? Like I missed the very, very end. Well, no, wait, I saw
Danny him and Nia left.
Oh, okay.
All
That's
but
right.
hurt.
That's right. Yeah.
Him and Nia left all but hurt about how dare they have opinions and bring stuff up again. And I'm just like, tell me, because I didn't watch last season.
Yeah. Okay.
So was there an instance last season beyond Handsy Danny that displayed a dark side Danny type of situation? Or was it only the grabbing Melissa's butt?
Only twice when they were on. Okay, so there was one incident at a dinner where he banged the table or something, or he got smart with Nia and she said to stop drinking. And they shouldn't. Everybody's like, and everybody could win confessionals instead. He has a dark side to him. And it's that part he gets loud. And then they were on vacation the same season, and he got a little loud or something there. But it was never like it was nothing about that, like nothing about anything like this. This is the first time we're hearing about this. So this happened in between seasons, and like, wow, like what he did is so fucked up. Like, because again, like if he would have did that to one of the women with the wives, holy fuck,
right?
Like you had to point that out to me because I was like, oh, they need to get over. But I was like, oh no. Because you're right.
Yeah,
what if it was like oh God, like call me daddy? Holy fuck, dude! And then you grab my girl's thigh and grab my ass.
That's high key, and especially to a lesbian couple. That was all different types of toxic masculinity happening. Like that whole I can turn a lesbian thing. Like, why is she supposed to call you daddy? You know, like I don't know. Well, it was really gross.
That's weird.
And to just want to gloss over it is in a friend group,
like where he shouldn't drink anymore. Like really, especially.
And he literally, oh my gosh, why does the 8th housewife do Danny so dirty? They do Danny so dirty on the drinking. He's like, oh, I just sipped this and then I saved it for you. And they showed him drinking a beer, drinking a drink, taking a shot, having another sip. Like they really went back on him. He was even slurring his words to me. I don't know if you felt like, I felt like he was a little slurred before he left.
Maybe. Let's play a little bit of this and see. Let's see what these people say.
Okay.
I know that like, see, I don't see him when he's drunk. He's that dark side Danny, but you don't see him being a drunk. He's more of like an alcoholic, but like, and acting just fucking like out of pocket. But not like a slurry, messy, you know what I mean? So until he opens his mouth, I can't really tell, or, you know, unless he says something fucked up. And he usually does. But
nope. I was going to open Brits. They straight up sold all of Rocco's.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my God. So the owners of Rocco's, which owns Jax's, came to Brittany and wanted to do a Brits bar next to the Rocco's in WeHo.
Now I'm taking over West Hollywood.
Oh my God.
It's going to be Brits right there. So pump closed down. Brits is opening up.
That's amazing.
All right in the same.
So she is opening a spot or
a location.
That's so great.
I know.
We have our first meeting. I'm there with them. And
why are you there?
Because I'm always there with her. And I have my MBA. I'm not stupid. I understand business. So we go to the thing and they're like, yeah, but we just have to make sure that we include Jax.
It wouldn't have happened without me. They came to me first. Jax, we have this idea of opening a Brits thing over there.
You're not the fucking end all be all motherfucker.
Do you think that's a good idea? You'll get 30%.
Why didn't he say
Sure. It's a win-win for me and her. Why not? Why wouldn't I do it? I was on board.
However, they changed it because she was like, I'm not doing this if he has anything to do with it.
Oh.
They agreed upon a roundabout date of opening.
I think that they and then
oh shit, sorry.
They don't know the first thing about you. Poor boy.
Sorry, I went ahead by it. See, that's fucked up. I think he did stop it. I really do. I think he fucking did stop it. Well, she said she did actually, because she said if he wanted anything to do with it. Sorry. I'll go back. Uh-oh. I think I started over. Hold on. But listen, I think he did stop it. So I don't care what the fuck he says. I think that yeah, he did because he had something to do with it. Like why should he get 30% of it? That's fucked up, dude. That's really fucked up.
Easy because I use ClickUp. Here's how I keep track of all my tasks. I start by brain dumping everything I need to get done in a list view.
We're walking around the dang aquarium.
We both do a lot of things to each other, like the tick for tack. There's a lot of things that I've done. There's a lot of things that she's done. But the difference is between her and I is I don't talk negatively about her in public. I never have. I never will. It's the mother of my child. I don't want to do that because years down the line, I don't want my son to be like, why did you say that?
Why are you lying?
I have my differences with her. Her and I talk one-on-one, and I say what I need to say to her
somebody
personally.
said in
But I
the
will never
comments,
talk negatively about her in public. I just won't.
Jesse and Tom
Fake that he was
looking at him
watching
while
us
he's
and we
lying.
uncovered all the cameras again. Fake that he was listening to us. I can hear everything. Childish behavior. And fake a heart attack.
He's going to the hospital.
What do you mean?
His blood pressure is like super high.
He manipulated the person at the front desk to lie. The therapist told us the next day.
Talk to Jax about that. I'm like, dude, what the hell?
Oh yeah, so
because I'm always there with her. I have my MBA. I'm not stupid. I understand business. So we go to the thing and they're like, yeah, but we just have to make sure that we include Jax.
It wouldn't have happened without me. They came to me first. Jax, we have this idea of opening a Brits thing over there. Do you think that's a good idea? You'll get 30%. Sure, it's a win-win for me and her. Why not? Why wouldn't I do it? I was on board.
However, they changed it because she was like, I'm not doing this if he has anything to do with it. They agreed upon it, around.
Why are all these muscular men with baby shirts turn out to be the Mitches who want to leech off the woman's fame? That's disgusting.
Louis,
it's a whole freaking tribe of them.
About date of
girls, stay away from baby
they had a lot of,
and they hate their wives all of a sudden.
Yeah,
issues after the horrible fires that happened. So I get it. There was a lot going on with that, and I respect that. What I don't respect is that I had to find out because somebody sent Zach like a thing that it was listed.
My friend who used to be a manager there, and he's like, they just put it on the market. So I sent it to Brittany and was like, you might want to talk to your partners about this.
I had picked out everything to decorate. It was going to be so cute. Wow. We were painting the outside pink, and it was going to it was going to be so cute. And then they just sold it. And Tom Schwartz was like, "Thank God you don't have a bar with your name on it."
Having a bar with your name on it's a f***ing nightmare.
Why?
Honestly, it's cool for a while, the glitz and the glam in the beginning, but that novelty wears off fast.
Why? What's the fucking problem? Why? What's the problem?
Because if people hate you, they hate you. If they hate you, then your business is going to suffer.
10%. He still gets 10%. What the fuck's he care? Don't be a scumbag then, Tom.
Man.
They sold Rock.
Don't be a scumbag then.
It's not the building.
I'm not sure, honestly.
Did they sell Jax's location?
No. And then they started saying that they wanted to rebrand Jax's, and they wanted me to have nights there, and Jax have nights there. And I said, I appreciate it. Like, I'm very grateful that you guys wanted to work with me like this, because that means a lot to me. But I'm not going into business with him ever again.
We have this idea. We're going to do a revamp, a remodel of Jax's. I think because of my new stand on things, the way my sobriety and everything, I just in the pressure of having my name on the bar is a lot. I kind of want to step down a little bit.
How Jax talks.
Fucking what? Your sobriety?
Yes, he's crazy. But if you listen to his voice, he's a male version. I love Britt, but he's a male version of Britt Eating. And the way that and he's so nasally from all his stuff. Oh my gosh.
He's
liar.
He's not fucking sober. Fucking liar.
Jesse is just looking at him like, oh,
Jesse's like, what are you talking about, dude? You're not sober. And that was your fucking first time you lied about rehab.
I want to rename the bar. I want to give it.
Rename the bar.
No, I want the bar to live on
its
own, on its own name without
you,
me or anybody. And obviously, I
want to sell it because they don't want to be in business with him anymore.
I love Schwartz and Sandy. He's got a really good design, feel. And
Tom, he has Tom too, remember?
He's got really good ideas. And I was like, man, I told my partners, like, this would be a great idea to bring him in. What do you guys think?
Look at Tom, he's like, whatever, blah, blah.
Maybe I should break bread with Brock a little bit. I haven't been the nicest guy in the world to him. I know he loves to do this do-it-yourself on his Instagram all the time. He's pretty good at it. He really is.
Jax texted Brock and said he's doing some remodeling or whatever at his bar and asked if Brock wanted to help like build some stuff and whatnot. And Brock was like, I don't know, what do you think? And he's like, and then also how is Brittany gonna feel? I think it would benefit Jax, which anything that can help Jax be a better person is going to ultimately help Cruz and give Brittany some peace in her life.
100%.
I don't think for 1 second Brittany's gonna be upset if Brock is helping some stuff at the bar and doing positive things that keep Jax in a good place.
I'll give it a go. I'll look at it and I'll say I can do this, but this is my limitations. And he said no problem, but just come in and involve me, which was a great olive branch.
There's no limitations. Come on now.
You got to set the standard low so you can over deliver.
So it's not going to be Schwartz and Jax and Brockies.
No, I don't think I'm going down the bar route.
I think in another life, Schwartz would have been a great maitre d'.
I think you like being at an establishment and talking to
I
people
did.
and all
I'm
that.
burnt out. I think I'm a little traumatized, I'll be honest.
You're at Tom all the
sometimes it
time
feels-
now still.
I host brunches there, but it's like it's just if it starts to
You
feel
enjoy it.
claustrophobic because you see the same people over and over again.
Well, you gotta
it just
like
feels
it or
like
you
the
wouldn't
walls
do it.
slowly close in on you over time. Anyways,
You can say whatever you want. You enjoy it. You like it.
I'm not opening a bar.
don't do it, Jess.
Yes,
No.
you will.
Maybe a wine bar. Could do that. What do you think, Schwartzy?
Maybe like a little paint and sip.
Do a wine bar.
Paint and sip. What is that?
Jax, nobody wants to do business with you.
You guys hear about Zach and his scro talks?
Cares.
No, I don't want. Can we just skip that question?
I'm like, what the F?
Lower it so it's more aesthetic.
And then keeping them down.
No.
Unless you have a story, you don't have a way.
No. Not talking about it. Not talking about it. What else are we talking? What else is going on? What else went on there? What else we say? Like, there. I mean, I feel like Nia and Danny though. I don't have a problem. Like, I'm on their side. I am. I'm not on Danny's side when it comes to his shitty shit, but when it comes to Nia not disclosing things and like Brittany was hiding a lot of things about Jax. So you know what I mean? And I respect the fact that Brittany didn't. I mean, I'm not Brittany. That Nia kept some things to herself. I don't know why she was going to Al-Anon. I don't know if it had anything to do with her family or him, but hopefully it both. Like I've been saying, Brittany could use Al-Anon. She could really benefit from it, you know, like just to be, you know, like because she has a lot of issues. She doesn't know how to not deal with him. Like she still deals with him because she doesn't go to Al-Anon and she doesn't know how to separate herself. Until she gets a restraining order, she'll probably keep letting him back and he's going to keep rage texting and all that shit and being able to physically or mentally abuse her. Because like I said, he still does it to this day. Like
she needs to pull a Melody Sorry and change her phone number.
Or just fucking get a court order that says he's only allowed
And
to
use that
communicate
app.
with her.
Yeah, use an app to contact him.
Yes. Where
So
the
it
same
can
thing
all
that
be
Scarface
recorded.
did, the same thing that what's her face had. What's her face? The singer chick. Why am I so fucking retarded today? Our chick, not our chick though, with the bad wig when she gave the wig for fucking. Why can't I remember her name? Ralph's wife. Drew. Remember they had that app, right?
Yeah, they have that. And didn't
because he's a Martell, because he's a
Lauren
Martell.
and Randall. Lauren and Randall had it too.
Yeah,
They had to communicate through an app.
Which is fucking great. I think that's what they should have, and he should only be allowed to communicate through that app with her because Chris should be the only thing they talk about.
And she can use this season as proof.
The fact that she had
needs
to
an
double
app.
her mortgage, she had to double her mortgage payment just to fix it. That's weird. Isn't that?
He's
does that make
dirty.
sense? He is dirty, but does that make sense though? I guess it would, right? I guess if you have to remortgage, I guess, but if she remortgaged,
They took out they refinanced their loan. They refinanced after taking out a loan, so the payment became more because they were paying back the loan and their mortgage. Right.
So that's what they did, right? So that fixed it. So, but say she does it over 30 years again, the payment should, and depending on how long they've had it, the payment shouldn't have changed much. Maybe, well, no, 10 years maybe isn't that long though. Paying it for 10 years.
It sounds like it doubled.
It sounds like it doubled to me. And I'm like, well, if she did it over 30 years, refinance, you know, cashed it out a little bit and then refinance. But she had to cash out $100,000. It's not that much on a $3 million house. Think about it.
Right.
He was $100,000 behind, or say he's $120,000 behind. That's not much on a mortgage payment over a $3 million house. She was only already paying $9,000, which is really not that is great, really, for that house. So maybe she took out more money though. Maybe she had to pay other stuff, because to me it sounds like it doubled, but not for $100,000. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it doesn't seem the math isn't really mathing. I'm not sure what kind of interest rate they got.
Even if they had 8% or even they had 10%.
It kind of sounds like, you know what it honestly sounds
What I
like?
mean,
With rates, if shit
listen,
doubled.
I can tell you right now, on $100,000 loan for an 8%, 5, as Eve say, 8%. Say it's 5% on 100,000. That's only $1,000 a month extra, right? So even if it's 10%, say that's or double that, that's 2,000. So why are you paying another 9,000? She had to have had to pay other bills off, taxes. I think they had back taxes.
It sounds like they actually got one of those payday loans, and they had nothing to do with their mortgage because for that payment to be so freaking high, according to their according to their debt to income ratio and all of that, what loan officer? We're talking to you, and she used to be in the loan stuff too, you guys. So as a loan officer, would you have okayed a loan for a person that was about to have double payments due on their current income bracket? Like,
it's only
I mean,
100,000. Like, if they only had 100,000, if they're only back 100 grand,
why do you think 100,000?
There's nothing. There's no way that your payment's not going to double. It's just not. No matter you're gonna have your interest rate could be 15%. I wouldn't do that. And
what if it was $500,000? What if they took out like $500,000, not 100,000?
I think she probably did. $500,000, I could see it. Yeah. I mean, I could see it going up 9 grand. Yeah. With a higher
so however much he owed in taxes, plus some money to spend, plus the money to cover, they could have easily borrowed far more than 100, and that could have made it double, even through a bank.
I would think that I would think 500,000 could get it to another 9 grand. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. And with a higher interest rate, like say 10% or like something 8%. Because I'm like, what? You do 18? You went from 9 to 18. And I didn't do the math until you were just, and I was like, wait a minute. I did mortgages, so I know definitely like that's not 100,000. It's only 1,000. Yeah, no way. So yeah, she had to have had a higher interest rate and had to have taken up. Maybe she won some extra cushion money too, because it sounds like
maybe a cushion for a cruise.
She looks like she took $1 million out because it was a $2 million, maybe I'm gonna say a $2 million loan on a $3 million house. Say it looks like maybe she took another $1 million out, probably.
Right, that could have easily doubled it.
And there you go, because wow.
And that could be why she feels obligated too, because she could just as easily walk away from this shit too. You know what I'm saying? And go start from scratch. She could have taken her money that she's spending on the Airbnb and everywhere else got enough for like a little down payment on something else, shook the spot before all that stuff got to her credit, and then been able to, you know what I'm saying, leave it on him.
Like the fact that she had the money to pay a whole Airbnb year, like is pretty good. Like she saved some money, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, she was where I guess now let's see, she had the Valley money first, but still, he's just a piece of shit. So he stayed in the house and paid nothing, as she's paying for the whole child, the whole year, her whole life, and he gets to stay in the house and pay no fucking bills, fuck bitches, and do coke and meth.
Right.
It's meth, by the way. It's
not
coke.
Yeah, that's what he wants.
Nobody does coke anymore.
That's what he wants.
I should have known, because nobody does coke anymore. Everybody does meth. So he's a liar. It's meth that he does.
Somebody was saying he does need to be super duper careful on that, because the drugs are hella dirty these days.
And high blood pressure is not good when you're on meth. Like, you can't do meth with high blood pressure. Like, it's just not a good thing. Like,
and all it takes is the tip of a size of something, and you can be in a finny fold.
Like cocaine or meth. You should be really fucking careful of anything that you get on the street at this point. Anything, any honestly, I don't trust anything anymore, really. I barely trust the fucking Adderall. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
I didn't think about that either. Like, I can't. And I said, like, nobody does coke anymore. What are you doing? Like, I'm like, I wonder if he does meth.
Who's even doing that anymore? Who's doing any of it anymore? I'd be too scared.
I have no idea, dude.
I'd be way too scared.
Old pagans, like old outlaw pagans, like my friends. I don't know. I feel like the IRS. Oh, okay. I'm Palaver. Sorry, I wasn't even reading the chat. Sorry, guys. Yeah, you're right. So she had. Oh, okay. There's another. I know 19. I know, like she went from 9,000 to 19, right? Like so the IRS put it. So there was an IRS lien too. So okay, so it was the money because he said he was about 120,000 behind, and then there also was an IRS fucking thing. So he didn't pay any fucking taxes either.
But I thought they took the money out to cover the IRS bill.
They
So
did.
it was,
So
I thought it was like a consolidated.
She did. So that's what we're saying. Like now we're seeing why it went up to 19 because it wasn't just the mortgage. There's also an IRS lien. There's also the taxes. Fucking motherfucker. Wow, the IRS put a lien on the house. They put a lien on my fucking shit too. Well, they put a lien on my fucking bank accounts. Hey, Tara. Hey, mother. Yeah, he's a bad person. She's not only fucking himself, he fucks her over, and he makes it so much worse. Like, why are you fucking around? Like, you can't just stop. Like, you can't just be a normal fucking cokehead or whatever the fuck you do and just not, nobody find out. Like, you cannot just not be a scumbag on top of it. So then when you do fuck up, people are like, oh, because you're on drugs, you got something wrong. You know what I mean? Even if it's not to do with drugs, nothing to do with the drugs. But the fact that you can't even keep your shit together on stage, I'm over here trauma dumping it the whole time. Poor me. I wasn't going to do the show. Blah, blah, blah. It's like, do you have anything good to say? Anything positive? Anything you could? You know what I mean? Is there anything you want to say that's not like, oh, poor me. Oh, fuck Brittany. Like asking him questions. Oh, like fuck around and find out. Yeah, exactly. Like the questions were so stupid. Like people are the people that follow him are just fucking idiots. Like I want to find out the girl he fucked. If I could see a picture of her, I'd know exactly who it is. I remember what she looks like. Like they were just fucking idiots. They were dorks. I said, Richie, look at these people. I said, we're surrounded by Jax lovers, and they're all fucking idiots. They look like they belong to the Deb shop. They're all like, oh,
yeah, and wasn't there like some girl there that was a full-on groupie and had all the pictures?
No, she would not shut the fuck. I took my sneakers off. I ran around the corner. I look at my feet, smell my feet. Dude, we were like, what? She's like, Jax. It was like, what are you doing?
Remember, I think that was, didn't he used to like to smell Stassi's stinky toes?
Yes, he likes stinky, like Brittany's stinky Converse feet. I can't even. He's like, yeah, I still like sticky feet. She's like, smell my feet. And then she made him fucking touch her foot.
And he did it. But the fact that he did it.
Yeah. But he was like, I said, what the fuck? Come on, man.
Yeah. He liked it. He liked it. Okay, can we talk about Jesse some more?
Yeah, let's talk about
Jesse. And about how in the scene, Michelle kept saying how in all the confessionals that would listen, because she's not talking to nobody. She's like, oh, they need to pay attention to me too. And oh, they need to pay attention to me
like I'm going through a divorce too.
I'm going, and I'm going through. So
it's not.
Does everybody know about her mom, or did she keep that to herself and only tell Lala?
I think that she kept it to herself because I would think that they would be more like sympathetic to her. But see, she's not complaining. Like Jesse's not openly doing it like Jax is. Jax isn't.
But also, Britt keeps crying in public. Britt is quick to cry in public. I haven't seen Michelle break down and act like she really needs a hug. She's acting like she kind of has it together.
Right. Nobody knows you're going through shit unless you tell us. Like, if nobody knows you're okay, like you have a new guy, you're happy, you've moved on. Brittany has not. Brittany's still not, you're not getting it yet. Like, Brittany's still getting rage texts and, and stalked. You're not. And, at least you're not telling us if Jesse's doing that. We don't know. You're not telling us if he is.
Well, remember, and then in the scene, Michelle's all, Isabella's like, Mommy, why is your house smaller than Daddy's? It's because your mom left because she wanted to go post up with the boyfriend. And can we talk about why does Michelle think that she can tell Jesse who to have around Isabella when she's already living with the next one? I'm like,
but can I take
that is bizarre.
You want to talk about? Can you take over for 5 seconds? I could take a pee break.
Yeah, I can go on and on about Jesse.
You should stop me when I drink this iced tea. When I'm like smoking and drinking, why don't you say, Krista, stop drinking that iced tea because you're gonna have to pee. Remember, you always have to take 3 tea breaks aside. I always have to take at least 3. But I'll be right back.
Okay, no problem. So I think that Michelle is playing 2 sides to the middle. I don't know if any of you guys have a grandma, auntie, a uncle, a cousin from the South. They used to call it playing two sides to the middle. That's where, okay, a perfect example is a mother and a father and a child. And let's say the child wants to go to the movies with his friend, right? So he's going to go to the mom and be like, can I go to the movies with my friend? And the mom will be like, oh, well, if we need to ask your dad, or the mom will say yes. And then the dad will be like, oh, you should have asked me too. But then they're like, oh, but mom already said yes. So he's playing one of the sides to the middle, which is him. And now it's two sides to the middle against the dad, because you know the rule is you're actually supposed to be asking dad first. Anyway, I hope that's making sense. But I feel like Michelle is kind of playing two sides to the middle in her attempt to paint a different picture than what actually happened. And think about it. For a woman, a mother of a child, to post up with the next one while you're still going through a divorce with Jesse, and you totally moved on. You literally moved in with a new dude, right? So how are we supposed to feel sorry for you? You totally moved on, but you're trying to play two sides to the middle by, oh, he called me a hooker, and oh, he did this, but you've already moved on, darling. And Aaron is already in shock. Didn't we see Aaron in like an episode last week? And he was sitting on a couch asking Jesse some questions, or saying how he wanted to show up for Isabella or something. It was like, this is some progressive relationship breakup stuff, because I'm not in the frame of mind to imagine that I, as a married woman, I wouldn't have been Michelle in the first place, because I wouldn't have cheated on my man. That's just not my purview. But I would not have had the gall to be on a TV show while all of this stuff is playing out in my real life. Like Aaron's behind there, and another boyfriend might be behind there that you kissed a different time. But you're on TV and you want us all mad at Jesse. But you're doing all this sneaky ass stuff, but you say everything like this. And why isn't anybody taking up for me? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That's what I'm saying. Can you imagine if Jesse ended up being the good guy? The whole way Michelle is playing it, Palaver, is that we just need to listen to her, regardless of she's living with Aaron. So look, what I was going to say. What woman with children will bring a man around her kids unless she knows that's the one? So if you only kissed him, you're not moving in with somebody you only kissed after around your minor child. You're not. You're not. You're not. But if you're smashing that fool, and you have been for a while, and you're so comfortable with that person in your intimate moments that you'll move him around your minor daughter, that only comes from intimacy built up over a long period of time. And just like she told on herself, because she told Jesse, oh, how are you going to have this other lady around her? And she's sending me rage texts. And basically the lady was just like, keep my name out your mouth. Just keep my name out your mouth.
She shouldn't be. Well, it was actually Sheena's big fucking mouth, actually.
Oh, see?
It came from Sheena, because Sheena wants to get involved because she's desperate fucking bravado. And she's desperate fucking auto, right? So she's got to go, oh, yeah, guess what? This one, blah, 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 Jesse, blah. So then Michelle goes back to Jesse and says, Gal, your girlfriend cheats on you. And he goes, who tells you that? Oh, Sheena told me. So then they have to make a scene where they call Sheena, get Sheena involved because she's big fucking mouth. You know what I mean?
Oh, so is that how Sheena even came to be on the Valley? Was because of that? Like that was her introduction? Was that drama? No way. Okay, what season are we in? Are we in season 3?
2.
Okay, so that was all season 1 that happened.
So
and then
season 1, we didn't have to see this bitch at all.
Okay.
Or fucking Lala. And now, all of a sudden, we have Lala, who's best friends with Michelle, is it, or something?
Yeah, she was in the confessionals with Britt, though, but she is very good friends with Michelle.
Oh, yeah, that's right. So they're everywhere in the confessionals. Let's go back to that. Yeah. Like, what?
Yeah. So she was in the scene with Michelle so we could find out about her mother, because nobody else.
She died in October, we find out now.
Oh, bless her heart. Shout out to Michelle. And like Kathy said, my heart goes out to her for her mom thing. But if you caused all this, if the call was coming from inside your house, bitch, and you're the whole reason that your marriage blew up, like, don't get on TV and try to have me cry you a river. There's a whole lot going on, you know?
I know.
And I really feel for Isabella because
she's just like fucking Jesse.
yeah, she loves her daddy Jesse, but now she's always around Aaron too. Like that has to be confusing for her.
Though. I mean, I had 2 dads, and come to find out, neither one of them are my real dad.
But would your mom have made your new dad your dad unless she had been totally comfortable with him after an extended period of time?
No,
she wasn't moving in no fools after 6 months.
No, we didn't even know about it. Like they both hid it. Like he had 2 kids, and they didn't know where he was going, and lied about where he. You know what I mean? They hid it from us for a while until they were ready to move in together. But then it was like, oh, there's your new dad. We were moving in this guy. It was weird. My stepdad started showing up, or we were going to. I don't know. It was weird how it happened, but whatever. It is what it is. It's all fake anyway. So my whole life is a lie. My whole life's a lie.
It's been a simulation, Krista.
Yes, you're right. I'm on a different timeline. And my nephew's back, and like he had got a job and everything. And listen, they just further proof. We were talking about this the other day that the timelines are back to where they were supposed to be because he was here to begin with. And now he's back and is comfortable. He's in a room downstairs. He's fine. Like he's been a totally different kid. Like he got a job right away. He gets up. I don't have to wake him up. He's out the door before George leaves, and then George leaves and he's out the door a half hour later. And I was like, damn, I made him lunches, and dude, he's a totally different kid. I can't.
And like, she could be under,
but
yeah, a totally different kid. Really,
totally different kid. Yeah, or like he's like my best friend again. It's like crazy how it was in the beginning.
Wow. Yeah.
So, as long as he doesn't drink again and get back with his girlfriend, then we'll have no problems.
Right.
Because we fight about the girl. That's what we fight about, the girlfriends and his disrespect when it comes to. Listen, I know it's just mind my own business because he is 25, but like he was 21 at the time. But you're not fighting, you're fist fighting her in the house, and you're doing things that you're leaving, you're doing. Tell me you're gonna kill yourself. Like I'm getting involved. Like you're fist fighting in this house. I'm gonna fuck her. You know what I mean? That's not what you need, and you don't need restraining orders or felonies. You know, they're all strippers too. Sorry, Zach, if you're listening, he's at work. I hope so. They're all strippers. So like, the fuck, man? Like, where's they're all whores? What do you want? She's a stripper. 29. You're 25. I was like, I could not believe it when he told me she was 29. I didn't know. I had no idea. I tell George not to tell me. I don't know anything about these girls. I used to fight the other ones, but like this one should have known better. What do you want with little old him? Girlfriend, like you're a stripper. What do you want with him? He's 25. He's little. He's like little like George. Like, what do you want with him? What do you do with him? I don't know. I was shocked.
That was sweet.
Anyway, I love him. He's good. He's being really good. Like, I love it. Like, I really am so glad that he's back. I was so stressed out about it, and I didn't want it to happen. But then I'm like, if my parents would have kicked me out the first time I had a party or I disrespected them, what the fuck would, I mean, like, I can't. That's what happened, you know. Like, he had a party, went to the shore, he had a party, and it was a lot. It was 100 people in the house, like in and out for like 3 days. No doubt about that. Then he was disrespectful about it. Then a lot of stuff, but like I kicked him the fuck out, and then he comes back, and like 2 years later, we got in a fight, and he fist fought him and George were fist fighting, and I was like, get the fuck out. I should have lightened up and not kicked him out for it, you know. Like I just didn't know how to handle it. I was pissed because I was so I spoiled him. He was 21, but I spoiled the fuck out of him. My husband gave him shit.
Well, you're a very giving person. Like you're a generous spirit.
I just love him. Like
you're a generous person. If you like somebody, you're generous with them. You know.
Yes.
So
yes. And I knew he was. You know, like I gave him money all the time, and I was still I went like before he was even here. I bought him a bed. I bought him all the food that I knew he was going to eat for work. Like I bought him everything before he was even back. Like
yeah.
You know what I mean?
So that's you know how nice it is to prepare a space for somebody. You know what I mean? It's so nice to feel wanted. Shout out to Norm who passed. He was the guy who sat
like we
in the bar and
did it
chairs.
together. Like we cleaned everything out together. We put everything up together. Like we did it for like 6 hours and we talked the whole time. And I told him I was sorry that I was so hard on him. And like, you know, he's like, no, I'm sorry. He apologized. And he's like, I love you guys. And He's like, I'm different, I promise. I'm like, I know, I'm sorry. So, because I like he's been on his own. Like his dad just died too. Like his dad died a year and a half ago. That's Sean's brother or
Oh
George's
wow,
brother.
yeah, that changes you. You're never the same after that.
He wanted to pull the plug. Like he had to pull the plug. George and him
Oh
were there.
yeah, that's wow.
Because he was his next of kin. Because he didn't have a place to live. He was on the streets, and he had a boyfriend, and his boyfriend was supposed to be. So he left. He was ended up being gay, and then, and he had a boyfriend, and he was he got in a fight because his boyfriend's black, and they were getting a lot of shit for it, and
it's crazy. Somebody was just talking about that.
Yeah, and
in the community, in the LGBTQIA community, supposedly, like they're high key racist against black guys.
Very
I'm like,
racist.
oh my gosh, how dare you use the black struggle to gain on civil rights? Like, look, but think about the maniacalness of that. Like, you use the total black civil rights, like we're oppressed too, to even get in on the civil rights movement, and then you turn out to be high key racist on top of it.
I don't, like, I didn't understand it because I'm like, well, what do you mean? Like, is it because you're gay? And he's like, no, it's because he's black and gay. I'm like, but he would beat up on Sean. And like, the last time it really put him into a coma, and he just didn't get out of it. But he was sick too. He also had cancer. He also had AIDS, and like he slipped into a coma, and then he being too sick, he couldn't get out of it. And we thought that he overdosed. Of course, we thought it was going to be an overdose, right? And then they called Zach and George, and they said to Zach that he's been here for a couple of days. We didn't even know how long. Like he was there for a couple of days before we even found out.
Wow.
And we had no idea on him. And
well, at least he didn't die alone.
Brandon wasn't allowed to be there. Brandon wasn't married because they weren't married. Brandon was his only person, and Brandon wasn't allowed to be up because it was around COVID. Brandon wasn't allowed to be up there with him. It was so heartbreaking. They were about to go live with his ex-wife. His ex-wife let them come live there, and that happened, and
wow,
it was so fucking hard. Oh my God,
so
because Brandon should have been there and up there with him. It's fucked up, and oh God,
well, bless your heart and bless his heart, and everything's working out the way that it's supposed to right now, and it sounds like you guys are on a complete upswing.
Yeah, I just feel so bad. I feel so bad for what I did. I wish I didn't abandon him. Too.
Yeah. Well, you know what? That was his journey. That was his journey.
I think
you did the best you could.
But he did.
You did the best you could.
We don't give him
with the information you had, though. But you did the best you could with the information you had. So there's no faulting you for that. And then there got additional information that he had to go through. And now he's come back to you and you're adjusting your perspective and your heart is open. And it's always been open. You never turned off the love. You just you can't do that shit here, bro. You know?
Exactly.
So,
I just exactly.
So you've always maintained that loving connection with him. And you're beautiful.
He was,
all
but
good.
see, he wouldn't talk to me. He was mad at me. So
yeah.
He's here now. So,
you know, Kathy and the mayor have been through this, and they're saying in the chat what they've been through. Sorry, you guys. We love you. Norm died from Cheers last week.
Norm, that's
right. Everybody knows your name.
And when we were in New York and with Adam and Jason, so we all ended up at the bar, but this one bar, and it looked like Cheers. So then we knew that he was going to walk in. So when Adam walks in, we turn around. I said, when Adam walks in, we got to yell, Norm. So when Adam walks in,
cool.
we all like, Norm. And we were
that is so cool.
Right. That's right. You're right. You're
so
right.
Cool.
Right. Oh, I love you guys. I love
that. Sounds like a t-shirt and a bumper sticker.
I
and
know.
A master class.
Are you going to show me how to
put a whole master class?
Will you show me how to put merch up?
Yeah.
We got to put up our t-shirts. I want to put merch up. You got to show me how to do it. I don't know how to do it.
Yeah. We put the
t-shirts. I have to pay for it? I don't have to pay for it, right?
No, you don't know. Everything I do is free, girl. I do it all at no cost to me. And we can do it. I try to operate in 100% profit.
I mean, I didn't know how to do it. I don't know. And you got to show me how we can do it. I want to make shirts,
Okay.
make more shirts, and I wanted to say our thing with benevolent timeline available, and whatever else. Boundaries, not a boundary man. I like that though. Remember I was saying that we had to come up with a show for New York. I keep thinking Manhattan Social, but why not also do like other places too? Social, like we could do.
Did you see they dropped the episode? Wasn't that not supposed to come on till tonight?
What?
The episode for Next Gen, wasn't that not supposed to come on
Did
till
they?
Wednesday night?
I don't know. Did they?
Yeah, they dropped it early. I can't. As soon as we get off here, I'm watching that. But I put the link for the shirt in the
Is
chat.
it that good? Should I watch it?
Yeah, it's really cute. It's really cute so far. That's the link to the Most Benevolent Timeline shirt.
I still don't know how to. Thank you for doing it, putting that in there for us. But you got to show me how to add. Like I can advertise it, right? On have it under on my channel.
Yeah. So on all your videos that you post, there's a way for you to post products, tag products on every video you have. Yep.
Oh, show me. All right. Well, I have to do it. Like I don't know. You can tell me all you want, but you'll have to we'll have to do a video because you'll have to show me what to do because I have to physically do it. Team Ariana, no.
Yeah, Ariana, she's so sweet. No, not it's Team Ariana, the little girl.
Like her mom, she's a loser like her fucking mom.
Why is she a loser?
Because they both are losers like their mother. Because they're just like her.
Ariana seems different than Brielle.
All right,
now Brielle, she might be a little closer to the. She might be a little closer to the trunk of the tree.
Is Ariana's boyfriend okay? Do we like him?
Yeah, Zach Bees. I like him.
Zach's like Zach Packer, Zachy, something. What do they call him?
Yeah, Zachy.
Is he the one that was giving her mom money and shit? Like, wasn't he giving her?
No, so money? Yeah, Ariana has been paying Kim Zolciak's gambling bills allegedly, and stole all her money from when she was a kid doing Instagram stuff. We talked about that, but I don't know what happened in this most recent episode of Ariana. But I like her. I got a good vibe from her. Brielle, I always felt like was too much in grown folks' business, but Ariana, even on the show, she was sweet.
Yeah. Do you think that because she's going to get paid for this, obviously? So, but see,
I feel
they
like
get paid for this. Tim's probably still trying to take her money. Like I just feel
she calls for money on the show. There's an episode already in the clips where Kim is calling for some money.
Trash. They are white trash. Her and fucking her husband are white trash. They are white trash. Think about it. They just got kicked out of their house. They would do these. Okay, think about it. They have a little bit of money. So then they're all advertising how they're back together and they're happy. The money runs out. And then she's got to do a stupid reality show for like 40 grand. They get paid. They pay a little bit of bills. Then they're all happy on Instagram. And then again, they're fighting. The cops are getting called again. And then every time the cops are called, he's crazy. He's crazy. He's going crazy. It's like, what do you, every time? What do you say? Do something about it. Arrest one of them from now on. From now on, get arrest one of these motherfuckers because in other states, if you get called out for domestic violence, somebody's getting arrested. It doesn't matter.
Right.
I think it's fucked up. But in this case, you're using the system to fucking be on a reality TV show.
Right.
Like,
exactly.
What the fuck?
It's always felt like that.
Gross.
And that's why I don't want her back on a show. I totally don't need her getting rewarded for that behavior because that was like team too much. It always felt like she was trying to do another show.
Save money. So you never saved money. And you made him quit his job. She didn't want him to have a job because she wanted him to fucking drive her around. And then now he's a piece of shit for next. Like, get the fuck out of here. You spent all the money gambling, you scumbag. Like, white trash. Stay away from Atlanta.
Oh my gosh. And who'd have thought that she had a gambling?
She's got a gambling problem. Yes. She's got a fucking gambling problem. That's the problem.
Yeah.
She's white trash. She's disgusting. She's disgusting.
I wonder, did she sell her Versace dishes that were in storage?
Yes,
did she?
Literally, probably. And like literally. And then she asked people.
Or is she trying to hang on to her stuff while she spends her daughter's money?
Selling her kids shit and then asking for cash apps and not even with a. I'm going to get the product first. Then I'll send you money. He
Remember
does too.
Andy?
I think he's just as bad. He's just as bad.
Oh, really?
he gets right back with her, and they're all happy on Instagram celebrating their anniversary. And then it's like, happy me, you little guy. Yeah, you got money right now. Then you're gonna run out.
I never heard
run
that
out.
before.
Yeah,
Well,
they
okay.
both have a problem. Like, because if he couldn't stop her, then he's got a problem too, in my eyes. Like, honestly, like you have 3 little kids, or what? 4? I don't even know. 4 other little kids.
8.
Remember, they're not the
know.
only kids. They're not. They just don't have grown ass kids. They have little kids they're taking care of. Supposedly,
Right.
they're not having to take care of them when you're screaming and yelling like maniacs, calling the cops every other day. Fucking trash. Because it's in front of your kids. Scumbag.
The kids at this point think the popo are their uncles and aunties.
It's so disgusting. It is so fucking disgusting because they air it all the time. They air it all over the place. Like your little fucking kids are watching. Like that is white trash. That is the definition of white trash right there. Like you cannot get it any more than that. With your fucking kids that have, you don't know the dads of them too. Well, who knows who the dads are? Like you have 2 different dads. Hi, Dad. Oh, here we go. Hi, Dad. You have 2 other. She doesn't know the dad. Like who knows, right? Then you get with the guy who's married, right? Then you get with Croy, which we think is like your savior, but you never saved any of your money. And then you had a bunch of kids with him, and now he's crazy. He's got a head injury, and he's crazy. What?
Oh, bitch? He has the CTE. Is that what she's
fucking house? She was afraid of him.
Is that what she's going with now? Is that he has?
Oh
CTE?
my God, he's crazy. He's got head injuries. What? You would have left that house. You would have left. Then you wouldn't need the fucking sheriff to just kick your ass out over the weekend. They finally got kicked out of the house for non-payment. It's crazy. They're scumbags, like real scumbags. Like, don't ever put them on our TV again. That giving them a platform for what? Like, you know what I mean? Yeah, they absolutely deserve each other. They're so disgusting. The cops are in this, and then you have the little kids telling the cops, "Oh, they're calling her trash. You're a bad mom." She's the cops. The little boy says, "It's like, what do we have? What is going on here? Like, is this happening? Like, it was obviously happening in front of the kids. Like, they're obviously they think you're a bad mom." It's yep. Corey is so. I think that he's scary because look at him. He looks like he's in the mob all of a sudden. All of a sudden, he's got slick back, dark hair. I said, "Who is that guy? Like, where did you come from? What are you doing?" He looks scary, but I still don't think that he's crazy. I don't think that he has a head injury. I think that he's like just as fucked up as her. He gambles. I don't think he's got a head injury though. Like, I just think that she is using the fucking thing. So she wants us to know that she's got something going on, which is not going to get you a reality show. You look like Mama June is what she looks like. That's what she looks like, Mama June. Exactly. By like the second or third phone call, there was about 20 of them. And they keep coming. They come out, and it's the same thing every time. He's hitting me. Oh my God, he's stopping me from this. He's locking me out of there. And the fucking judge just like says, "Oh, stay in the same house. You stay in one room. You stay." If he's so scary, why wouldn't you left? Like, why are you still living there with him? And tell me you're not fucking, right? Like, get out of here, you liar faces.
Oh yeah, they're totally still.
They are faker McFuckersits. That's who they are.
That's when they call the police. Look, that's when they usually call the police is when the mad sex doesn't work. They're still mad, so they call the police.
I just can't believe it that people even still talk about her. Like, she still gets fucking press. I don't get it. I'm like, and listen, I'm giving it to her too. I'm like, but still, like, it's just wild. People keep saying she's going to come back to Atlanta. No, please, no, please.
Yeah, those freaking dingbats are like, "Oh yeah, we need Kim back." No, bitch. I thought you guys ran her off the show.
Why would they need Kim back? For what? For what?
They're just trying to.
She's homeless.
Yeah, right.
She just lost her mansion. She just lost her mansion, guys. We don't need Kim back. Trust me. We're fine without her. Okay?
We really are.
We don't even need Brittany. We got who we got. Don't even bring Kenya back, please. Like, who do we have? I don't remember, but we're okay.
Yeah, you guys, I totally have the documents for the complaint against Bravo, and I read them yesterday. And
you're right. He's a bench guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's my dad, Croy. What's Croy's last name? Bierman. My dad knows everything about football, and he played for the who was it? Atlanta. It was wore red shirts. Red shirts and white pants. Atlanta, Georgia, right? Or Atlanta, where they live, right? What the Falcons? The Falcons, right? So yeah, it's my dad. My dad's probably like, "Who the hell's that?" Because he was always sidelined. Corey Bierman. Do you know who that is, Dad? He should be in the chat somewhere. Mike Dad's in the chat. But like, you're right. He didn't play, and I was getting injured. He goes, he was like a loser. I heard. But Falcons, yeah. I was like, what? No. What? What kind of makeover show?
Who's on the makeover? Oh yeah, no, she is going on botched. I forgot. She is going on botched, you guys.
I get it, but like, she is botched. You're right, she's botched.
She's going on some kind of botched show.
Oh, because they are botched. Yes. They have too much fat. They have too much. Look, I don't think her face is that bad, but she's definitely not a size 5, like she tells everybody. I used to thought she would tell everybody on the show, I'm a 3. I'm a 3. No, you're not, honey. You're not a 3. I'm telling everybody you're a fucking 3. I ain't a 3. I was a 3 for like what, 2 years maybe. When you first met me, I was a 3 then. Now I'm like back up to an 8. Okay, that bitch looked like me the whole time. Like, I'm sorry. Yeah, good. Well, good.
Does it still have who are the doctors in it? Is it Terry and the other one?
Terry? Who's doing that? Botched? I don't know how that got popular. I don't know how that gets so much. I don't get how that gets to be. It's like still like what the number one, like, I don't know, it's something on Bravo. I don't see it. I don't get it. What makeovers? I don't fucking understand botched. I understand it, but I don't know how it's like always on. I don't know. Is it maybe
right.
Maybe it's just not. I don't know.
It's a sick fascination of it's like it's kind of gory and
I guess
it's not you.
I get Botox fillers again, but like I don't get whole surgery. I'm just getting my usual. Every 6 months I get all that done again. But like I do it, but you can't tell. You guys can't even tell. I mean, maybe you can, but
I don't.
Not until. I mean,
I don't watch botched a lot, but when I watch, it's intriguing. But I don't go looking for it. I just happen to see it.
I don't think that it's like I don't know. I think it's just another. I don't know. So they are botched, but I don't feel like it's. You should pay this guy millions of dollars to be on have a show about it. Like, I don't know. I mean, I would rather see a home makeover. Like, I love home makeover stuff. Like, if it was a home makeover show, I would love it. But I don't know. Maybe that's because I'm like a home. I get tired, like, because I'm always doing stuff, like making stuff. So maybe that's why. I don't know. Maybe. I mean, I'm into like plastic surgery. I would probably get a lot more if I had more money. I would probably get enough that I look botched. Honestly, I almost said to the guy, like, I didn't want to be. I had a picture of me with a filter on my face. I said, make me look like that. Like, and I was like, wow, I'm really fucked up. Like, I got it. Like and I was like, more. And he's like, chill. Like,
shout out to Dwight. He just found out he has pancreatic cancer. Dwight does. Yeah. Bless his heart. He said in a post he was so focused on his HIV that he let his prostate go unchecked. And by the time he got there, it was cancer.
That was crazy. My uncle, my dad's brother, had both AIDS and cancer when he died. George's brother had AIDS and cancer, died. Like, how do you? Wow, they get both. And Dwight has both too. Wow.
Yeah.
That's fucked up. Like, why is that? That is really fucked up. Like, what if you? I heard to say this, but like, what are you hiding? Get all your secrets out now, please. Something's up.
Right.
Like, some life lesson. Hurry up and get out. Whatever you need to accept and work on, do it now. So, like, you still have it. Like, you know what I mean? I feel like there's some things you got to work out, maybe. But then who am I to talk to? I have a lump right here. I still haven't got checked yet, even though you told me probably what it is. Oh my God! And then somebody was getting one of these shows. Who was it? They were getting their lymphatic massage.
Draining. Yes.
Yes. And I was like, Lord. Oh, but like I thought I had to go get a drain. I don't know, right?
No. You can totally do it yourself, but I swear I've seen people where they poke a hole someplace and let that shit out. I've never had it that way. And if it's safe, I'll try it. But that's not the way I've had it. I've only had like the lymphatic massage where they work it down.
I would rather do it, and I need to find myself a shaman. I need a medicine doctor because I know the earth. I can live off the earth.
Look, Terry loves boobs, but Heather don't have none. Why don't he put some on Heather?
I know. You would think she'd be like, well, I mean, maybe not. Though. Like maybe I don't want to be like. I wouldn't want to be any bigger than I am. I mean, wouldn't want to have noticeable boobs.
Well, it's just interesting that if he loves those, he could have given it to her.
I would want to get hair implants so I didn't have to like put my extensions in every day. I want to get hair implants.
Would you ever do that thing where they do those little clip bait things and then it can stay for like 6 months and the things?
What is it?
Have you had those kind of like those extensions?
No,
with the
because
little,
my hair, I did their beaded, their to the glue.
yeah, the beads.
No, because that's more expensive, and
Uh-huh.
I like for them when they start growing out, they would probably I would pull them probably, and so like they would get very I don't
And that
also
could damage your own hair. Yeah.
Yeah, when you have glue, you have to dry your hair. You can't leave your hair wet because that's when the glue
Mhm.
starts to get like loopy, and then you end up with like a mat. So I don't take
Yeah.
care of I wouldn't take care of my hair enough to keep them in. So that's why like I have just plenty clip-ins. I used to get them braided in, and that was good. Then when I got at my wedding, I got them taped in, and I fucking ended up with the glue. I ended up the wedding was in June, so I had 3 months
Yeah.
of summer where I had them on. I was just wetting my hair, throwing it up, wetting my hair, and by the end of the summer, I didn't go back and get I was trying to take them out. I had not done anything, and they were growing out in the fucking glue. My head was a matted mess, and my
Oh
girlfriend took
no.
8 hours to get the fucking matted shit out of my head, and
Yeah.
then I'm still bald from it. I'm still bald from it. So I will never ever fucking put glue in my hair again. Even though I know I
Okay.
sometimes I go to buy the fucking ones to beat them, and I go to buy it because I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, it's so much easier. But I'm like, no, because I wouldn't blow dry my hair every fucking day. You know what I mean? And then
Okay, so there was one time
yeah,
I had got flowed out. I had got
yeah.
flowed out and I had a
I
glue and
love your
weave
fucking
in.
hair. I would get
And no, I
I would
used
get
to wear a weave. I used to wear a weave and I used
yeah,
to perm my hair and I used to do
yeah,
everything that wasn't natural to my hair.
yeah. Did
And I
you ever
ended up in water and then I ended up with my head like rubbing against the pillow and
well
it
yeah,
turned
yeah,
into a
yeah. Yep.
huge knot and I
Yes,
didn't
yes.
have any more glue on the trip.
No,
And
right?
I couldn't find
All glue,
any.
all
There was
glue.
like not near because I was like in Hollywood somewhere, and there was like
Yes.
near. There were no beauty supplies like nearby. Uber wasn't around yet. Like you couldn't just
Oh
have it
man, no
delivered,
picking up the
and
nose
I
the card
had
to
to.
deliver anything. You
It
couldn't know
was
what's the
so
yeah.
crazy. I looked horrible. I came looking fly and left looking
No, that's
horrible.
what
Oh
me
my
too.
God.
I had to go to the store with her to find the right oils to start to get the matted mess out. Like
Yeah,
same thing.
to
It was like,
detangle it. Yeah,
I
it
had
was
no
horrible.
extensions left. It was like, and I was
Yeah,
like, oh my god, I'm gonna be bald. And
I was
I
like,
got the bald.
no,
I would
that
do
is
dread.
crazy. Okay, Kathy, have fun.
Hold on, babe. What's up?
No worries. You guys, you know what I keep thinking about is Jesse. Not Jesse, Jason. There's a lot of J's on this show. Like, I can kind of get why people aren't here for Janet. She seems a little overbearing and a tad bit like she knows she has Jesse where she needs him. And she takes advantage of that, like any good wife should. I mean, and who are you to tell her that she wasn't high key offended that Danny would have included her in his moment of insobriety? And then expect her to just walk around like they share this now. Like, you don't even like me, bro. Why am I sharing anything with you? So
What?
for Jason, though, I could tell he was really hurt over what happened with Jasmine. And it
Mm-hmm.
really blindsided him in a way where he didn't feel he felt shocked. Like he was like, as the only other black person in the group. Like, I'm like, where do I go now? I totally felt him on that.
Oh,
And when
yeah.
Jasmine apologized. Well, I don't even feel like she really apologized, but she just made it clear where she was coming from and, for the interaction that
But then
day for
also,
coming off so
Janet
hot.
wasn't letting her talk either. Janet was interrupting.
Right.
You know what I
Right.
mean?
And
Janet
that's
was
what
running
her
the
point
fucking
was.
right.
And that's why she felt ganged up on, which is why
Yeah,
she bit so
exactly.
hard
Exactly.
and Janet was doing a whole lot of like, I'm literally talking to your
Right.
man, lady, shut up. And she told him be quiet
Right.
several times before she even snapped on her. So she brought that on herself.
Yeah.
But I like
I know.
Jason a lot. And I'm not sure if him being such a good
He's a
friend
lawyer,
to
so
these. And yeah, as a lawyer, I guess you have to hang out with people you don't necessarily believe and still take
right.
their money.
That's your job too,
But,
kind of to be right.
right?
And then you
Like,
have the people that are lying.
so for him to align himself with like the Danny and him to align himself with
Yeah.
the Jax. And I'm like, dude, you need to be
He
going over.
gives Jax the benefit of the doubt, unfortunately.
Yeah,
You
that's what
know?
I'm saying. Like,
Jax
you're a whole
is
freaking lawyer,
right.
dude. Have some discernment.
I know. I just feel like Jason tries to be like everybody's friend, but like he knows that like him and Jasmine did have a good thing, but I think Jasmine again maybe was trying to create. Actually, she said that Kristen said that though. It didn't come from Kristen actually. It wasn't, and Jasmine was trying to say that, and Janet wouldn't let her, like, because it didn't come from Jasmine. You know what I mean? And Jasmine said, sitting down with Kristen, they all sat down and said, we heard this. Kristen's like, yeah, I heard it, blah, blah, blah. So they still know that it came from Kristen. So why are they still?
And
I guess
Kristen
Jasmine for repeating it, but
anybody who knows WeHo, which is Kristen, knows she loves blowing up people's spot. Knows she loves twisting a story. She loves telling it, and it might be the truth, but she delivers it in a way that's definitely going to get shit popping. And so she may have heard that, and she said in her confessional or in the after show before, Kristen said that she likes Nia and Danny, and because Janet has a problem with Danny, now you have a problem with me. Isn't that what they said or something like that? And I'm just like, why does Nia deserve protecting?
Yeah, she said,
she's enabling.
I'm going to go
She's
after
totally
you now.
enabling him. Yeah, like, who's you? Grow your baby and shut up.
Fucking Kristen. Yeah, you come for them, I'll come for you. Bitch, what?
Yeah.
Like, you got to shut the fuck up.
That's crazy.
Like, that's what she did. She brought that shit up over that. Yep. You're right.
I totally stopped watching CSI while I was pregnant because I just didn't want any negative energy. I stopped. I'm a totally certified massage therapist. Me and my husband had a 4 hands healing massage business where we would do this counterpoint therapy we developed, and both of us would massage you, and we would infuse you with not only our love. It wasn't no P Diddy shit, but we would infuse you with our loving energy in a way that worked your meridians, and so you had 4 hands on you at one time, right? So, but even when I got pregnant, I stopped doing that because I didn't want no transfer energy. So for Krista,
that's so crazy.
Kristen,
I wouldn't want to do that.
to be in all these confessionals, holding her baby bump, spewing all this hate, and I'm gonna make you pay, and you're gonna, and I'm this, and I'm just like, bitch, calm down. Your cortisol levels are probably rising. Like, you need to.
I know.
You know?
I know.
Okay, no worries. No worries. You're drinking enough water. See, I haven't done that once. We've been on here for an hour and a half, and I haven't done that once yet. There's a problem.
I know. I was like, do you want to still go, or you want to end this now? Are you good?
Yeah, no, we can. Hey, I was on Kristen and Jesse. I don't feel like we completed the Jason of it.
Set it up for us with Kristen and Jesse.
Okay, so the Kristen and the Janet of it. For Janet to not see Kristen is the problem already. You can tell by the way Kristen looks at her when they walk in the room that you've been on the list for a minute, dear. And I think it was even before she found out that she's anti-Danny, and because she made that the reason in her confessional. But for it to only take that to be a reason, to me, means you already had a reason, Kristen. And what is your real reason with Janet and Jason? What's your real reason? You don't know. Love you, Junior. And so I'm just like, what is going on with this whole scenario, except for that it's classic Kristen, who loves to stir a pot and then, just watch the chips fall where they may. And I thought that was really surprising. So it's like she's changed in some ways, but in a lot other ways, she hasn't really changed that much. She's just with Obadiah and pregnant, but she's still super messy. And then, was it me, or did somebody else have a problem with, in the car on the way to Brit's night, Kristen of all people is in the car talking about, I'm glad you filed. You are this, and I know it's been a long time, but honestly, can we just be honest? Kristen literally smashed Jax while he was going out with Stassi. And now you're the ear that gets bent with his wife, and you're still happy that he's you've only been around for the breakup of Jax's relationships. So for it to be a decade later, and here you are again, inserting yourself and making sure you're involved in the breakup of Jax's current situation. It's another, damn, Kristen, do you need a part-time job? How are your t-shirts going? Didn't she used to make t-shirts and have some business that she's making all these people her business? I don't understand. I don't know. I kind of had a little reaction. I was like, but bitch, so you're happy that you're so happy you filed. Oh, I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. And it's just an interesting place to have an ear, is the woman who caused up the other major breakup that was in his other long-term relationship. I don't know. It's weird. I'm just thinking too hard, probably.
No. I mean, it's like she kind of was on Jax's shit. She came in because Kristen she doesn't involve herself in shit she shouldn't, like, right. The situation was not her business with Danny and Nia to take up for them and be mean about Jason and Janet, whatever. But again, she was at Jax's town. Jax's fucked up, blah blah blah. But she still stays his friend and all, and she listens to his bullshit. But like, I mean, she's just sticking. Like, she did the same thing with Ariana when Scandival happened. You were with, the shit that So, but like, she was there and she was just inserted herself. I think she's just trying to be a friend to both of them. But I don't. Again, she's not the person. Who are you? Like the person? Like, again, I'll fucking go after you. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't.
Yeah.
Whoever it is, it's weird to say that. Like,
it is kind of weird. Isn't it weird?
Like, let them. They're adults.
Like, is Dan paying you on the under? Is Nia writing you a check?
She's a little different, but like, to say shit like that is weird. Like, you're gonna go after Jason and Janet.
Yeah,
because
that was totally old Kristen.
Danny is wrong. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
period.
She was because over Danny Need, but Danny's wrong. Dark side Danny's wrong. Exactly. Period. Point blank. Period. So fuck going after Janet and Jason. They're speaking the truth. Like,
right. Isn't that weird? Like, when you say it all out loud, it's totally fucking weird.
It is. It's very weird.
Especially when Danny is wrong.
Remember, shit with Faith. Why the fuck did you go after Faith? Because of fucking Brittany or whatever.
And Brittany.
Yes. Mm-hmm. So again, who are you? The fucking person that goes after all, like, who do you call that? You're the fucking, you're not the sheepdog. You know what I mean?
It's kind of like, because she smashed Jax and because she smashed James.
Yes.
Now she's the person who's on the side, who's like for justice against, she's the anti-smashing justinator. I don't know. I don't know. What's your fucking problem, Krista?
It's just immature. It's immature to fucking say that shit. Especially that rumor about Jason. I don't see that being even true. Like, he takes his ring off. Oh, well, my husband doesn't always have his ring on either. I don't give a fuck. Like, I don't. Good for him. I hope he picks up a good one. Let me, can I pick her out? Like, I'm good. I'm glad he takes the ring off because I want to see what she looks like. I'm just saying. How do you, you stay out of their business? Like, I don't fucking believe it, but whatever. It's like the dumbest rumor ever.
Does Obadiah have more to say about her interference in all of these things? Black. He's like, woman, come over here and help me build this barn. Like, surprised Obadiah isn't reining her in a little bit more.
Obadiah Plath. He's Obadiah Plath. I love it. Oh, we're getting t-shirts to say Obadiah Plath. Like, who are you? Don't fuck off. You just got here. You don't fucking go here. You don't even go here. Like, you don't get a say. You don't even know what you're talking about. You just got here.
Okay. Wasn't there something that happened last year, then season 1? So is Janet the one that brought up the racism thing with Kristen? Because that could be where all of this comes from.
Yeah, she said that she's one said that Michelle is probably a racist or a Republican and a racist because she's a Trump. Or she said something about she doesn't agree with kids and the trans thing, which again was a Democrat thing. So they said, oh, she's probably a Trump supporter and a Republican, or so something like that. Gosh. And it's like, and back then it wasn't good at all to be a Trump supporter when they were saying this, I guess.
Right. And was that against Kristen, or was
Kristen,
that they were saying?
So it was against Michelle, and Kristen, I guess, turned it. So I guess like Janet said it, but then Kristen said it and twisted it into like, oh, she's probably a Republican or a Democrat.
That's when Janet was like, well, you're the one that got fired for being a racist.
Yes.
Okay.
You must be. She must be racist. Oh yeah. And said she must be racist too. Then
Yeah.
Also must be yes.
And then they were in that dinner, and Janet says the racist.
Yes, says the racist. Who got fired for being racist? Exactly. Go, Janet.
See, I didn't even watch that season, but I saw it in a clip.
No, that was.
And now that we're talking about,
they were told not to keep talking about this because they're going to have to say some shit, and it's going to look really bad. And they were told to not say it and like not to talk about it. like even production told them not to. They cut that part out, right? So
Oh.
because it was literally right before we were getting ready to have the race. It was getting ready to start. You know what I mean? It was right before they started campaigning and all, so it wasn't going to really look good on everybody, I guess. I don't know. They have all these issues with race anyway, Bravo. So like, why I'm firing people for this and that. So why again are you going to bring up this issue?
Yeah.
So I think Bravo tried shutting that part down, but we see that it didn't.
Oh, yeah, it didn't work because somebody was going to say it once they saw Kristen on the screen again. It kind of had to be said.
Up. And like again, Jax didn't deserve his platform back, and neither did she.
Right.
Stassi's the only one that did anything really to really learn anything. She kept her mouth shut and wrote a book, probably opened a book, a couple, and then wrote a book. You know what I mean? She probably learned some things. But
the bad thing about it was, in her book, she doubled down on what she did to Faith, to the point where Faith started to go fund me to shut the down or something like that. Remember?
Yes.
It was bad. So, like, I don't think any of them really learned their lesson, but they're all still getting checks.
They didn't. I mean, Stassi, I don't even know. I have not seen or watched Stassi since then, so I don't know. I just, from what I hear, I don't.
Yeah, I refuse to. I loved Vanderpump Villa first season.
Like I've only been following the Valley shit because I had to get some things off my chest with Jax. I had to really get some therapeutic Jax time in real time, and now I'm okay. Well, not really because I'm mad again, but like. I was okay for like a week, right? But I feel like we have another set of issues now. Now we have more lies to deal with, but it's okay. I think I might wave the white flag because look what happened to me. Look what happened. I was a mess I became a mess for like 3 days now. It wasn't because of that. It was just because, but like still, I feel like that the therapy session I had, I feel like maybe, and I feel like I'm back to have to repeat myself over and over again. How fucked up can you be? Like, just really, you're 47. Fucked up can you be? How can you lose everything again? And I called that shit. Maybe I put that in the universe for him.
Look, I was telling my friend the other day, why are there so many old ass tweakers?
Yes.
There's people who've been sober or who have been functioning, whatever they're in, and all of a sudden they're 52 and blowing up their spots, homeless, lost everything. 55, decide to go get high under the freeway, and I'm like, bro, like you're almost to the finish line. You could have waited 2 more weeks and been greeting me at Walmart, dude. Like, what are you doing?
My biological dad, just 15 years sober, just fucked it up. Gambling.
Yeah. Crazy.
Yeah. Running a fucking NA meeting, running it as the director of the KISS Club, it's called, for the last 15 years, but then going home and gambling all his money away. We had no idea. And it's like he got sober when I got sober. So we had the same sober date. And then now it's like that doesn't count any longer. So, and it's like, and then I'm afraid, I'm scared it's going to be me. I'm scared that's going to happen to me. Because it happened to Kim Richards.
Look, I would just stay faithful and pray because look, therefore by the grace of God but go I, right? Like you just got to stay faithful. I think like you're talking about it and staying totally self-aware and holding other people accountable.
Friends when I'm in the middle of it, and please don't hang up with me, stay on the phone with me. I am fucked up and I told you the truth. Like I told the person I made myself accountable and I'm like, look, I'm fucked up right now. Like I should, like I make sure that if I'm in the ready, like I can't hide it. And I was breaking, but he's got so much shit that he has to deal with. And I don't know where it comes from. And I know he hates his mom, but like that just started when his dad died. So he's got some other shit going on from what? I don't know. Says he's bipolar, maybe. Okay, well then let's figure out how. Like, what's triggering your bipolar now? Like, what is triggering it? Like, what is triggering you to act like a fucking psycho? Because you're not in love with Brittany. It's not because she's dating other people. It's because I know the answer to these questions, but I don't know what his like deep something.
What his answer is. You know the answer, but what's his answer?
His answer is he's fine. His answer is he's fine. He's bipolar. He says, I know. I fix it with my mom. Okay, well, you fix it with your mom, and then maybe you might understand. But like, if you have a son now, and that doesn't trigger you to want to speak to your mother,
right? Exactly.
I mean? You're taking your son. You've now taking her. You know what I mean? Like, you're taking your grandson from her.
Yeah.
Now you're gonna lose.
And that's really messed up. That is such a messed up thing. I feel when children don't allow grandparents to be grandparents who are willing to be grandparents.
Why isn't Brittany telling him to fuck off and go to me and like letting her be a part of her grandson's life? Brittany should be the rule here.
Brittany should be meeting her on the side.
Brittany
She should be meeting her on the side.
Yes. I think she did. I think she opened up some books because she went away, opened up some books, and then she apparently came out and learned some shit. I don't know. I hope she did. I mean, I have some,
Yeah, they're making a lot of assumptions. I mean, I make them too.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. She's not a Republican.
But I feel like that could be the smoke.
Am I a racist? I mean,
that's the real problem. She doesn't care that Janet coming after Danny and Nia. She's still stuck on the fact that you reminded people that I got fired for being a racist. So you've been on my list, and this is just a new reason,
Exactly. I mean, Kristen just was going after Michelle hard last season, and it's like,
for what reason? Was she pro Jesse last season?
Michelle should have been going after her for saying it, and so she had to scream at her louder because she didn't because she was going after Michelle and like literally and calling and telling Jesse how Michelle was cheating on him, and it's like and then Michelle had to scream louder than Michelle, so she didn't want Michelle to say that back to her, and she ended up doing it anyway, and it was like, Kristen, what are you doing? You're going after somebody who's literally going to call you the fuck out. Like, again, it's a lot of assumptions. Exactly. Again, call me. I'm not a Republican. I have nothing. I have no opinion on that.
No affiliation. We're not affiliated to any gangs.
Nothing. I don't go. I'm not a believer in anybody's movement. I got my own brain, but like, I also academic, whatever.
We got timeline shit. We got benevolent timeline shit to worry about.
We're on the most where everything is duality with compromise. Okay.
Here, copy and paste. Copy that link real quick. Can you copy the link and show them what it looks like? Because we can get input on what it should look like. Because I thought it was. Yeah, I thought it looked timeliney, but we could make it a wave. We could make it like.
I think we should put like.
You know what we should do, Krista? Me and you should meet later.
Yes, me and you.
Me and you should meet later, and. I could show you how to do it all on Canva, or we could do it live.
I can create it, but you guys show me how to list them. How do I
Yeah, so we could totally do that together. But yeah, if you copy that link, right click, copy it, and then you put it in your browser, then it should open to that product page. And then you can share what it looks like, because we could put the same style in your Teespring store too, you know. Yeah, I don't care if anybody's a Republican. I don't care if you're a Democrat. I don't care if you're a liberal. I don't care if you're an independent. I do care if you're a racist. I kind of do care. I wouldn't know it. I mean, I wouldn't know it, but I care, because that means you might spit in my water and I would never know. Like, I don't know. So that kind of like, yeah. And if you're a homophobe, I wouldn't know it.
Oh man.
I wouldn't know any of that stuff. All of that stuff matters, though. If I was, well, technically being Black, I'm Semitic. So yeah, don't be anti-Semitic. Don't be anti-anything. Xenophobic, none of it. Yeah. So did you copy it and it goes in the thing that it opened to?
I'm trying to figure out how to copy. I can't do it in here, but.
Oh, okay. So you would just hover over it and you highlight it, like
I tried
go over it. Oh, okay.
It won't let me.
Never mind.
I can do it later.
Never mind.
I will. No, I'll look at it. I'll have it here to look at it, and I can do it when I'm off the thing. Maybe I can type it off it.
Here. I think I have it right here. I have to go like this though, and go like this. I'm gonna try to make Chinese chicken dumplings later from scratch. Ooh. Crystal Minkoff did IG Live with her brother.
Oh, did she?
Yesterday, and for his birthday, they made dumplings, and I was like, I want to try to make some, and they look so good. Even when she was on the show, remember, she made some, and they look so good. What am I doing? We're going in.
So I wanted you guys. So I tried to invite my friend Jimmy on here. So I met him because he does streams for the Calvary trial. In the morning, he does a little morning show. He's a comedian, and he's somebody who I want to roast me. I want him to roast me so bad. He does parodies of like certain things from the Karen Reed trial. He is fucking hysterical, and he fucks with people in the morning. Like I just, I want him to come on so bad because he talks about he'll talk about pop culture, but I wanted to play a couple parodies before we go of his stuff, so you see what I mean. Because I'm trying to get him to come on this afternoon. He's fucking hysterical. I mean, I can't even like. I gotta show you just one of them at least. Hold on. Fucking, I can't. Like, I love him so much. I love him. I love him. I love him. He's my new favorite human. Oh, hold on. Jen McCabe.
That is cool.
He does like, okay. So this is a parody of Karen. I want to find the one of him and when they read the text messages. So him and this other chick do a full parody of them, of the guy and her having this affair, and they're back and forth reading their text messages, and they're doing a parody of it. Hold on. Karen Reed, okay, Commonwealth. He dresses like the fucking. Okay. My fucking can't with this fucking guy. Karen Reed Part 6.
And he comes on in the mornings.
He actually does all kinds of he lives in Canton. He does all kinds of things for her. All right, I'll just show you this one because it's like he's fucking hysterical. He dresses like the fucking judge. This is
right
him.
on, Palaver. Thanks for coming.
So this is him. It's just the judge. And this is the lady who does this thing. She talks into the phone. She does, like, instead of typing, she talks into this weird thing. So this is him dressed as the judge. And let me turn it up. Oh, well, wait, it's probably all the way up. Yeah. Okay.
Mr. Yannetti, Mr. Yannetti, did Jackson not fill you in? Okay. I could do this all day, okay? I could do this all day back and forth with you, but you're not gonna do this today, okay? We already discussed this. This is not gonna happen. Listen, if you wanna bumble with the bee, go right ahead, okay? I come prepared with an army and a stinger, all right?
Now, as far as the woman that appears in the video at the police station, that is Sally. Sally Port.
Oh, you think I don't know? Her and Matt had a thing when they were kids. I know everyone, and I know everything. Bus ride back from Plymouth Plantation field trip. We did hand stuff. Of course I hated her when I first met her. I'm Jen McCabe. What else do you think? But she's actually a really good person. She's pretty sturdy, dependable. She's good for support, quiet. And she's been at the Canton PD for years, so you know she has good morals. Sidebar, Lally.
I gotta find one.
Mr. Lally,
That's
sidebar,
hilarious.
please. And I said,
he does.
That's
so
hilarious.
He does,
oh my gosh.
So he does these where he raises money. So he does things where he hosts these big things to raise money for her. And he dresses like the judge. He's like the host. Oh my fucking God. I just can't. Like, he's just so fucking funny. And like in the morning, he just fucks with people he fucks because he likes you. But like he's just come on. I want him to make fun of me so bad. Like I just want him to parody me. He would do me so good. Sometimes he'll say fuck and he sounds like the Jersey Shore in the morning. He's just hysterical. I want him to come on. I would tell him to come in and come on and talk about pop culture with us. He says he talks about pop culture a lot. So, but like he'd be funny to talk to about, like, he would make fun because he hates Andy Cohen. I'd like to see what he has to say about Andy and what he has to say about the Housewives, because he would just make fun of them. Because he's like the kind of person you want to roast you. If you want somebody to roast you, he's like, because like when he makes fun of the judge and
Love
shit.
a good roast. I like roast.
He's a good, yes. So in the morning he does this banter with people in the chat, and it's fucking hysterical. And if you tell me,
what's his? Can you drop his link in the thing, and then I'll copy it to my thing?
Yes,
and then do you see that backstage? I'm going to leave in like 1 minute and 50 seconds.
Yeah,
but
I gotta
you see,
go.
I put the picture up backstage so the people
Okay.
could see that.
Okay, I will. Hold on, let me find his thing.
I think it looks timeliney.
I want to see. Hold on. Where am I? Okay, I'm so.
Because my battery's dying.
I know. I gotta go too. There's his link.
Right on.
And then you put the picture where you did. Where?
Yeah, it should be
Right.
in the back.
Oh,
It says that
backstage.
it's backstage. Yeah.
Oh fuck, there it is. There it is. There it is.
Yeah, see?
Okay, there you go. Yes. And then we can make different ones, right? I want to. Oh yeah, there it is. I want to make one just down on there, and like make different ones that say the same thing, and then we can both put it up, right? So we can put it like
Yeah.
on a.
So then there's a
Yes.
journal.
Where the fuck did you
We
do
did a
that?
journal.
Where did you make
And
that
you can
at?
get it in different colors, all on the same
Where
thing.
do
You can order
it's
the
on your thing,
journals.
and you
This
oh,
is
and
all on Teespring. So then you can do t-shirts. We already
on
sell the
what?
t-shirt, but you could
What's it
do,
called?
half crop
Teespring.
sweatshirts. There's
Oh, okay.
cups. There's stickers. There's
And then there's a thing, right?
tank tops, duffel bags.
So when I make
Those
it
are
on
sticker.
Canva, so I make it on
Yeah,
Canva
so
and then
you make the design. You make the
okay.
design in Canva, and
Okay.
then you go and you open up a Teespring store.
Oh, okay.
And
then add it on
then
my YouTube thing somehow.
yeah. And then you add your link to your YouTube and see, look, I went and made the really bitches. Really,
Oh,
bitch? Because I'm always saying, really, bitch? And they were like,
I
you need
like
to
it.
put that on the shirt.
Oh,
So,
nice. Okay. I
but you
gotta
can
make
make,
it.
hey, babe.
Yes, I'm gonna make the one about Manny. We gotta send it to Manny ones, and then the
Yeah.
timeline one. We have
Oh,
to
and
send it.
then
You have,
this is
we
from,
have Manny.
this is from Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. When they were having
Ah.
that beef, and the guy went on Adam,
Oh
and
yeah.
Mary, remember he interviewed Mary King's people?
His mom. Her mom.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, the
No.
man that was in that interview said, I'm not a parking ticket. I don't need her validation.
Oh my god. I like that.
Yeah. So you totally just then connect it to the store,
Oh, okay.
and you'll be able to.
I'm not gonna be able to follow directions, but maybe I can.
Yeah, no, I'll show you how to do it. And then all you have to do is link it, but then you have to link it every time, you know?
Okay, I do.
Yeah.
I do have to link it every time. It doesn't
Yeah,
just
you
stay
have
there.
to, like, every video you put up will give you an
Yeah.
option to see, and then you can pick different
Oh,
color
well, I don't
shirts.
even. They just does. Well, when we do lives, it goes up for us. It doesn't. You know what I mean? I don't
Yeah, and
repost
then no, and then you don't have to repost it, but you can.
Oh.
And then you like upload it one time, and then you can go in and edit the
Not
colors.
everything you're telling me. I'm not gonna understand. You have to show me later.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't follow directions this way. You're telling me that I'm not. It's not registered. I'll never remember what you're saying. I have to do it
Yeah,
to learn.
yeah.
But yeah, that's
No worries. I just wanted you to see it because I didn't know if you had seen it, but that was what I was thinking for
I like it. But
Dakota Johnson, Amy
why is that?
Polar's good hang. Cool. But my battery is dead, and this might cut off before I even get to finish logging off.
I love
This has
you.
been an
I'll talk
excellent conversation. I love you. I'll talk to you soon.
love
Thanks
you.
for
I'll talk
having
to you
me.
later. Okay, I love you. Talk to
Okay.
you later. Thanks. Hanging.
Peace.
All right, guys. I gotta go too. I'll be back at 4. I'll be back maybe at 4-ish, maybe. I'll see. We'll see. So see. If I do, I will. It'll be just pop culture news. If I can get Jamie to come on, whoever wants to come up too. But yeah, I'll let you know if I come back. What time is that? I have an hour or two. My arm hurts. Yeah. I got you, Tara. I love you. I gotta go do some thingies. Some stuff. But that's Auntie Deb. It's Auntie Deb on YouTube. He goes by Auntie Deb. But he's so fucking funny. I just love him. He's like the best medicine too. That's what it is. Like in the mornings when I'm miserable and I watch him. I laugh the entire time. He's so fucking funny. He just fucks with everybody. And he talks about the trial. But I'm gonna try and get him to come on because you just gotta meet him. I can't even really describe him. You gotta meet him. But he's my new favorite person. But I love you guys, and I will talk to you later. Thanks for coming.